have these grenades, the Car 15 and a sawed-off M79 as like their secondary. I'm just being curious. If it's not big
I'm
deal,
looking.
Not.
Settle down.
Jesus.
The sawed-off is a pain to aim.
Yeah,
You're
I
a
don't
pain.
expect to be able to hit 300-meter shots with
It's
it.
a pain to
It's
aim.
more of a, oh
Now,
fuck,
Fincher,
here they come.
Everything you dropped on the ground, put it in a
Better
box.
load some buckshot.
You just bayonet him.
I don't know what
No.
happened.
I shut him up for a minute. There you go. You're
Just
welcome.
Pick up everything you left on the ground in the fucking box.
You know what?
Armand, Baird, come with me for a sec.
Hey,
Wait one.
Mike. Hey, don't blow up my training ground.
I'm gonna blow up the training ground.
Oh, is this our clubhouse?
Yeah.
Cool Kids Club.
Cool Kids Club. Cool Kids Candy.
All right, now go on,
The
whisper.
KKK.
Go on, whisper.
Okay,
All right, you guys on whisper?
maybe.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you guys are not allowed to carry radios. So by saying that, make sure to put your AN/PRC343 in your vest, just so people can't look in your backpack and find it. If I die, one of you guys, whether that's Armand or Baird, will pretend to pick up my radio. You don't have to go to my body. You just use your radio that you're going to have on you and just say 1-2 Alpha or 1-2 Bravo, taking it over for actual as KIA. And then when I come back, you stop talking on the radio. But you keep it on you and you listen. You use that to be able to figure out what the fuck we're doing. I will still relay all orders to you guys, like do voice and shit like that. But this way you guys will be able to kind of keep your teams in a loop. It's exactly what Craig and I did when Kron was SL, and it works. Ellenwood and Jody and literally anybody else cannot know, because you guys are not allowed to have those. So just make sure that no one searches your kit, other than like me. And yeah, just listen, don't talk unless I'm dead.
Yes.
Sound good?
Yeah.
Question.
Yes.
How do you use for radio?
It should be caps lock.
How do you set up the radio?
Control Windows key equipment radio or something like that.
No, it'll be Control Windows
not?
key, and then radio is just at the very
Okay.
bottom. And you don't even have to set a channel, it's just always that one by default.
Ah, okay then.
And then just press caps lock and hold it down.
Yeah, I know how to speak on the radio. So.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah. Okay.
I got one me.
Yeah.
I get one.
Barrett, and then what do you want to run? Are you running just like a rifleman carrying ammo, or what? Because as a team lead, you can be whatever the fuck you want, except a machine gunner or a medic.
Yeah, I'm just a rifleman.
All right.
That's just what I set up.
Well, you can carry a rocket if you want. You can do grenadier shit like Armand, or you can be like an engineer, kind of, if you want. So, and then just make sure you got like an E-tool. So,
Yeah.
yeah, that's basically all I got.
Yee.
Oh, and then whenever we're in game or whatever, you guys choose whatever fucking colors you guys want to be for your teams. I don't care. But yeah.
I don't know.
Second. Am I always first team since I'm the top in the roster, or you want to?
Yeah, you're
My team
1-2
one.
Alpha, Baird's 1-2
Okay.
Bravo. If you didn't notice why I did that, you're Armand, and he's Baird. So it just works.
AB.
Just works.
What if I change my name?
Well,
Yeah, become Barmond.
Armand
Barmont.
doesn't matter.
It's
Alright.
French.
I mean, I always did blue, so I could be like, blue on shoe. Just all cringy and
Yeah.
shit. So,
I can't say those with my name. What rhymes with Armand?
turquoise.
Yellow. Turquoise.
Turquoise on Armand.
Helmets,
Yeah, Shu showed me his miss over there. It was creepy.
Yeah.
IRL type shit. That's not actually an armor, but.
There you go.
And then your vest, you should have a medical vest at the very bottom. Called Vest SOG.
Okay.
Dash 1-2 medic.
I'm Shoe's best M60er.
And then you can you have your
Hope
pick of
so.
the litter of the
Why do you have
rifles.
airborne on your fucking sleeve?
I would recommend the XM
I have 1.9 on my
177s. They're
sleeve.
car 15s.
You have airborne on
What's
your
he talking about?
Of course you're not gonna carry a 60.
Whatever it's called. Little
I
army
can't
unit
carry a
things.
60 as a medic.
We all carry
Unfortunately, I'll get yelled at.
Yeah, Kilgore, I guess,
Roger.
finally got rid of that giant 40K logo that he always had on his.
SPGs. Is that what that was?
God, that
Yeah,
thing's
it was a
so
black.
ugly as fuck.
I know, it was a Black Templar's logo. Finally got rid of that.
Thing was like all distorted and like wrapped around his whole arm and shit.
I know. I think it's probably designed to go
Yeah.
on like a
Like big pauldron
game
or whatever.
mod figure. Yeah.
Next time I see a Vila, I'm gonna call him Butter. Cause he's got a butter bar still.
Oh,
Butterface.
original. How hilarious. Nice one, Ellenwood. So I was
mean, at
thinking
least
what
you
I'm
knew who
thinking.
Kilgore was every time in an op. You could just look over and see his shoulder pauldron thing.
Like glowed in the shit.
Yeah.
How many mags can I carry? I can't remember.
46. I counted.
Fincher, why are you naked?
Why aren't you naked?
Yeah, why aren't you naked? Fucking weirdo.
That's right. I can only carry 8, unless I carry some of my.
Just waiting on Johnston to get here.
Conto, you should
want
be
that.
carrying way more than 8 belts.
I
Well,
want that.
I have
Right there.
8 in my bag, 5
Right
in
there, I
my
want that.
vest, and I can carry more in my fucking BDUs, but I don't feel like it.
Alright.
Yeah, I was getting 12 in my kit.
I have 13 on me.
Dude, when
Not
I
having one in my
ran the
gun.
M60, I had enough bandages, tourniquets, and splints for me, and then everything else was fucking M60 ammo besides a thing of food and a thing of water.
Yeah, of course I do.
No
that.
grenades, no
I know how to
E-tool.
be an MCC gunner.
Ah, I
you?
wouldn't go that far.
Damn. Damn.
What do you get for
As of
leaving
right
and
now,
then
I
coming
am your
back?
best M60 gunner.
That's a lie.
Bear's no longer M60.
As of right
Okay,
now, all
so?
my 21st guys in my squad are my best M60 gunner.
Yeah.
I'm the best M60 gunner.
Well, Ryan's a really good
He's the best
M60 gunner.
shitty gunner.
So.
Ouch.
Let me go eat these pickled green beans. I'm starving.
How to look, just no.
I'm just kidding. I'm just saying. I'm looking at
God, I love how when you go to like swap from your launcher back to your gun.
It takes fucking forever.
Luckily, I haven't had this issue in the
Who the
middle of
fuck's
a
that?
combat. But
Yo, when you aim with your launcher, what fucking bar do you use? Because I can never
Oh, is
fucking
that fair?
remember.
Or
I
bow.
just eyeball it honestly,
My name is
and I
Armand.
haven't missed yet. So
Because I could have sworn, like, these don't really have drop to them, you know?
no, not really. But like
So, I think I've shot
You get to
over a
use
couple of
M14?
times. So,
like so say there's like a tank or a vehicle like right here to them trees.
That's not fair.
I would
yes,
just,
them
like-
trees. Yeah, I see all
Well,
of
the
them.
ones right there, those. I would literally just put it like on the second line and fire,
Yeah.
and just put like make sure the top line is hitting like the top of the vehicle. That way, in case it is a little close, it doesn't like overshoot.
Armand.
Well, you know Russian bias, so you're not gonna destroy anything with that wall.
War Thunder.
I know. I'm
You
just
went to
kidding.
get some food.
Something about like pickled green beans or something.
You look like a pickled green bean.
Boys, what should I have for breakfast?
Not that fucking Subway
Alright, that
place.
took the edge off. I'm gonna make it now.
Bro, it's actually a second Subway store open now. Because it's not fucking 4 in the morning.
I would not recommend Subway for breakfast.
Oh, hey, Lost, what's good?
Hey, you've never had a breakfast fucking
Nothing.
Subway sub.
Bubba.
It's actually pretty
If you
good.
put a banana in my
I mean,
bag, I, swear to
have,
God,
I
if they
still
okay.
would
Talking to
recommend
Bubba.
Subway.
Yeah, I'm thinking about Subway.
Oh, what,
not
Boss is
Subway,
coming?
KFC.
I don't know. Are you
KFC
coming?
for
Bubba?
breakfast?
Amen,
Bubba.
brother.
Bubba, are you
I'm not
I
gonna
wanna
be
know
able
where
to
there's
call
a
him
KFC
Bubba. all
open
out.
at
I just can't
breakfast.
do that.
I mean, it's
What, Bubba?
11:11 right
Stop
Bubba,
saying
are
that.
you
That's
coming?
now. So
stupid.
it's
Come on,
basically
make a wish.
lunchtime.
Bubba,
Love
are
alive
you
and make a
coming or
wish.
Tell
not?
Bubba I said, yo, what's good?
I mean,
Where you at?
Bubba,
Where?
Mom wanted me to say Bubba.
that
what's
works.
good?
I mean, I
Down under.
wouldn't recommend the M14, but if you want to
Armand.
run it, I'm gonna say go.
Yeah.
I really want to
Right,
go
boys,
there.
what am I getting from KFC?
The normal one, not the
KFC?
80,
Where you're gonna get
not
from
the
KFC?
ADOO, the other one.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking.
Oh,
about.
shoot.
Grand or something.
And
Alright.
Baird, you want to know how that was the thing my friend was downloading was resolved? Can't
Oh.
tell.
Ellenwood.
It ended up being he had a
Promoting me for
virus.
being a medic, but then
Ah.
right afterwards.
Yeah, fucking
good point.
blaming us.
Well, glad we could have helped
I mean,
him out.
Berkey is
That
in charge of all the
Yeah,
other
I went
medics.
to Berkey and he cleared it all up.
Berkey
He's
doesn't
smart.
get to be in charge.
Lost, I swear to God, if I open my backpack and there's a banana in here.
I think the
Bubba.
thing I'm
Alright,
most
y'all stop
disappointed.
touching me.
I would
Stay
recommend a
back.
car 15
Stay
over the
back.
M14, but if you really want to
No, I gotta
test
whisper
out the
something in
M14.
your ear, Armand. Come here.
I'll touch
The thing I'm
flag
most
and
disappointed in is that I don't have a banana
Okay,
in my
but Josh,
backpack.
Are you
something.
talking?
There's
Yeah,
also
no,
there's going to be a lot of
Ryan's here.
changing. You know, we
I'm
got to
gonna
see
run
exactly what's going to work,
more.
what's not going to work.
What's up, cowgirl?
What?
Hi, Gron.
Meowdy.
I don't have any frag grenades. I should probably remedy that.
It's so cute in your dirty little uniforms.
Dirty.
Leggings? What is World War II? Jesus Christ, get the fuck out of here.
I used to M-
Huh?
Reduces sound
Battery
contact
fruit.
with the ground.
Dude, you know what? I'm gonna just fucking rejoin this group section.
Too bad they don't have the boots with the feet on the bottom.
There are definitely
Yes,
feet
yeah.
down there.
I'll just get a new Discord.
No, they have like boots. Instead of like the normal sole, like they molded it to look like a pair of feet. So when they walked, it looked like somebody was walking barefoot.
Oh,
I've also put in an
Hallway?
acquisition already.
Hall-
Kron, we're
it's a
going to
hallway?
get the instead of hand sawed-off M79s.
okay.
That's going to be a little more useful than
Walter.
fucking 1911s. And it allows me to get rid of this disgusting thing.
You don't have access to like AKs and RPKs or no?
Not yet. I will see how it goes. See if it. I'd like to
Alright,
get
boys,
RPD.
KFC's on the way.
That'll
one thing that I
be
really
kind of
want.
tough though, cause like, what if we just hear fucking like AK fire in the distance, and
no,
then
I don't want AKs. I want RPD.
Or
Well,
the
same thing.
tracers.
That has like historical reference. They would
yeah,
because the 60s were so heavy and the RPD was relatively light compared to the 60.
What flavor?
They'd carry the RPD over that, and same stoner. That's
Yeah.
a possibility.
I almost put that in there last night.
I don't like the PD.
I mean, I don't
units.
really love the stoner because of the magazine
Tap?
capacity, but it's lighter than the 60.
I don't like the M60 in this because of fucking 3-round burst.
what?
Or the RPD, I mean. RPD is a 3-round burst.
I made you look at a fucking.
What?
war
Kilgore,
No,
just
it's
so you're
not.
aware, that thing
Or not
sights
a fuck
are
you want about
absolute
you
dog
click
shit,
it, it
but-
fucking
Which one? The
fires
shorties?
a
Yeah, the
couple of
shorty,
fucking bullets.
Don't
the
worry,
shorty,
Bubba will save you.
It doesn't
M60.
just fucking single
Bubba,
shot.
are you coming?
I mean, I'd
Well,
give
it's
it a
because
look.
it's a
High
fucking
fire
machine gun.
rate.
Yeah, Bubba's coming.
So is this, and this I can single shot with this.
That's a much slower fire rate.
can fucking shoot this?
Bubba's
Uh,
coming.
Yeah,
And
just
you
go post up
yeah,
right there.
Just go
Hey, just
away
shoot
from
in
where
the
we're
woods.
standing.
Yeah, shoot that way.
Shoot!
Holy
Yes,
Found
ma'am.
it.
What does she have?
The short M60.
Yes, Cacker.
Amon wanted you.
Oh,
So quiet.
No,
Yeah,
I
he's
wanted
just
you
right
to leave
there.
me alone and go buy the shoe.
Ooh,
Like-
that's
Yeah, I
oh,
found
so
him.
Ellen was allowed to have it. Yeah, nobody else is. I see. how
I
it
just.
is.
He just
I know. I'm
Zeused it
kidding.
to
You're
himself.
Zeus. I know.
Get the base. Amon, give him a strike.
So we're all going this way.
So actually, I do like the fire rate of the RPD.
Yeah, it's a much higher fire rate.
It doesn't have the stopping power though. I mean, it does. Look at the smoke.
Player.
I didn't throw anything.
Oh no, I think.
Way
was it
much
clear or
higher
was it some?
Alright.
Say you shoe. Yeah. Sorry, Larry.
dude.
How's the recoil on that thing, Kilgore?
It's non-existent.
Not existent. Okay, I can work with that.
Ah.
It's the same thing on the regular one.
Yeah, the fucking M60 never has recoil.
Wish there was a stoner though.
The stoner's not in there as of yet.
What the fuck just happened to him?
I can put it in there.
Yeah.
I almost did last night. I just didn't. Any big changes or anything to this? You guys put a list together and send it to me.
Could you give him a stoner? See if he likes it.
Yep.
Okay, that was actually
I
pretty good,
could.
Loss.
Kilgore, no
Where'd you
helmets.
first
Go with
respawn,
go
Tom?
with one of the
That was pretty
non-helmets,
good.
and you should have a vest. There. It's at the very bottom. Do the
Stoner probably my
10
favorite gun.
TL.
Not that I know of. I think they're all the same exact helmet.
Where the fuck
Yeah,
did
pull.
Kilgore go?
Hi, Claire.
He got
Fuck
pulled.
off.
Hi.
Bubba. Not you.
The Stoner's gotta be my favorite gun in Black Ops.
Excuse my friend, he's retarded.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to get Bub in here. I'm talking to him.
Oh, bought the farm.
Alright, that was
Why you
that's
gotta
not
be Vietnam?
necessary.
Hacker.
Why? It never fucking like.
Armand.
Yo,
Hacker's dead.
I see that. He's right here.
Good.
Dude, look at
He was
Discord.
he was showing me the meme about climbing up ladders and catching on fire, and he climbed up there and
Look
died.
at the mess hall.
What? Lost? What?
Not for them.
Constant.
Jesus.
I see. Yes.
I are we
No, he's
now?
sitting there whispering at me this whole damn time.
I haven't even. Yeah, I
Holy
didn't even
shit,
test
my
fire.
food's already on the way.
It does the job.
Oh,
Oh,
shoot.
yeah. I mean, it's a shorter M16. It's R15.
Can you fix my TeamSpeak tags,
Standard.
por favor?
R type now?
I would say
Yes.
that's.
Oh, it's totally muted. Yeah, man, I got you, fam.
Yeah, cheers.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, you're looking at me. I was like,
Get rid of
well,
Get rid of it.
you gonna say
Get
something?
rid of it. Your firearm. Get rid of it.
I literally was like, yeah, what's up, man? And then you're like, yeah, can you fix my TeamSpeak tags? I'm like, yeah, for sure, fam.
Oh yeah, 100%. But I don't like the look. I don't like the look.
Kronz looks worse because he's got this fucking.
There you go, bud.
Stock
Remember?
on it. Like that's disgusting. Get rid of that. Like go with the one that.
I can't go with that one. That one's
Unpopular
got the
opinion,
grenade
but I
launcher
kind of
on it.
like the fixed stock.
Though
I
they
wouldn't have
have
it like on
they
an
have a
AR,
normal
like
one
a
with
modern
alpha.
AR, but
It's a normal one.
I'm just kidding. I mean, like I'm not trying to bully you into changing your.
How's the stoner?
I haven't shot it yet.
Should be
I
lighter.
I've messed around with the stoner like in like single player and stuff. It's actually pretty good.
Oh, and then Barrett, Armand, you guys can attend the command briefings and shit for the ops and
What?
stuff too.
What?
You guys will be attending like the briefings
Oh,
right before
badass.
we step off and shit. So,
Base.
Great.
and then we'll probably just task Brunson or someone to keep all the retards I met Cochran in line.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
Oh shit, it's a VC.
I was a retard.
Huh?
What a surprise! He didn't say I was a retard.
All right, Lost.
Nope.
Come see.
Yeah.
Come see real quick. Whisper.
Well, we shot down
the
Earth.
trees. Just start at the bottom, work your way up.
Yeah, they do put snipers in the trees.
You guys are so violent. It's so
Shoot.
scary. Yes,
I mean, it's still 100 round.
I missed you.
I missed you, man.
I bullied Kron into changing its rifle.
You just such a good friend.
Oh no, he was gonna rock an M14.
No,
How
Got
you doing?
demoted just to watch
It looks
Berkey
so
get
good.
promoted.
That's okay. It's perky.
Yeah, I know.
He's
Yeah.
Berkey.
It happens to the
It
best
is
of us.
Berkey.
I'm excited to be a medic though. I always liked being a medic.
Yeah, didn't you start off as a medic in the 2ID?
I started off as an MG.
Oh yeah.
I never got to be medic.
give
There were
you
no
Kyle.
slots for me.
Mm, gotcha.
We can give you
No,
Kyle
you'll
for
be
that.
great, man.
You're gonna have to get rid
Oh,
of
I know he
that.
is.
do.
Only one person squad.
I get a cool hat too.
We already got a guy.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Probably put on face paint as
What the fuck?
not for the training.
Put on
Hey
face
Craig,
paint
I'll
for
give
training.
you a frag grenade and a smoke grenade for that hat.
Hey, Craig, I'll give you Baird
back
for
safe
that
side.
hat. I'll just give you the whole, all of
What the
Baird.
fuck?
I've got
Not
enough
for your
gear.
team,
Don't
but
you guys-
for like your pleasure.
And I was carrying.
I
a
mean, have you
shotgun
guys
before.
not
I'm
been
still a
inside the-
minor.
Sanchez let me carry it.
I'm just kidding.
But
I haven't
I'm
actually been
just-
inside of it yet.
I would prefer him with the M16 anyway.
Why are you bullying him? Is it because he's leaving?
I want to be inside you.
I did not want to hear that.
He's not leaving. But
That's
I
fair
did,
enough.
No one did.
because I have.
What'd you
any
say,
kind
Stu?
of power.
Nothing.
He's leaving. 100%. Sorry, it's been decided. You're right. You have no power at all.
Alright.
I don't care.
I'm
I still
sorry,
denied the
Misha.
request.
It wasn't a request.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I'm
Oh, you didn't
denying
ask.
it. It's
All right,
I
since you
told
put
him-
on face
I
paint
asked
too,
him.
Kron, I'll put it on.
He could have turned it down and stayed with you, but he said no.
Walter,
that
where's your
fucking
shotgun?
Fincher,
That's
I
fine.
don't like
Yeah,
it.
it's
Why
more
he's
tactical.
going
They
Oh.
bullied me off it.
Walter,
What are you saying
where's your shotgun?
They told me no
You
shot.
should probably,
No shotgun.
yeah, just do one of the SOG ones,
You don't have
except the
to listen to
RTO.
him.
I mean, did the
Actually does.
Pro or the Scout,
Armor spot open
Walter,
especially
go
SOG
get your
vest.
shotgun.
Oh.
You look better with a shotgun.
Walter, do not listen
Yes,
to him. He is the lowest.
shit.
Not one
power
for
with his
MG.
bugs. There's other people here,
Has a
but
Uh,
he
higher
has no
load.
authority at all.
Walter,
He
you
has
look better
no
with a
rank.
shotgun.
This
He
one
has
He has
looks like
no
fucking-
rank at all, Walter.
Yeah, that
Look,
one does kind of
recruit
look like an
that just
MG
joined
one.
has
Is
more rank than him.
that mine?
But
Walter, you look better with a
Fucking
shotgun.
scout one is fucking
I
just
know
covered
a
in
bit
shit.
of a shotgun. I want to stab someone with a shotgun.
Don't worry. You'll be platoon medic soon.
Don't worry, I'm on the
Berkey
dealers
would have to
away.
die first.
For what?
Walter become platoon man.
Man, all you guys not in command staff sure don't know what the fuck's going on.
It's kind of depressing.
If you look in TeamSpeak, Fincher, he is slotted under platoon medic.
I'm
with Berkey.
talking about for Conter said that he would take Berkey's spot, and
I
I
didn't
said
say he would
Berkey
take
would
Berkey's
have to
spot. There's
die
two
for
platoon
him
medics.
to get Berkey's spot.
There's 2 platoon medics.
Yes, Walter and Berkey.
Yeah, Fincher.
Aware.
Oh my fucking god.
Fincher,
Ow.
stop.
Walter
Walter.
instantly jumps into action. Look at that! Oh my god!
Hey, my medic
That's
hopped on
kind
it
of
too.
cringe.
I feel
I
like
think
Solid
Kron,
Snake.
Kron was a little slower though.
It took me a
Gotta
second to get
adjust.
there. I was all the way
gotta
over here.
adjust.
You gotta
Okay,
be like
I'm
Walter.
popping
You
your
gotta
I
be
got time
always
to
right
bleed.
there,
Yeah,
lickety,
I have
like right
4.
on the spot, man.
Make sure he behaves.
I'll learn.
Can I have 4 morphine, Walter?
Yeah. I'll give you 5 to both.
I'll be back in a sec. My food's here.
There you go.
It got there that fast?
Jesus Christ! Where
I'm moving to Australia if it's like that.
the fuck's my DoorDash when I?
What are y'all talking about?
Dude, I feel
Was
kinda
that
shitty
Ellen
if I was
one?
a DoorDasher and like the person lived
Is that
like
on
right
short
above
range
the
or
place.
long range?
I mean, I don't have a long range, so that had to have been on short range.
That was at short range.
Yeah,
You
no,
got
I
a
do
radio,
get hit
Fincher?
super really fucking quick for some
No,
reason.
I don't need a radio.
Why are you naked again?
Why are you asking questions that you don't need to know the answers to?
Why are you clothed?
Get
just wear a
undressed,
baseball
man.
cap.
Brooklyn.
Craig.
Wait, isn't
What?
Claire
I got no
Sager
room.
over Fincher?
No,
I mean, I
you're
think
just-
it looks kind of.
I mean, they're both sergeants, so
Man, if only it was backwards.
Who's the sergeant longer?
I don't know.
Claire was a
Fincher.
Spec 5 until he was slotted into sergeant. Lateral promotion.
And I mean, technically we should be like, if you guys are running the 1.9, I'd be fine with it. But technically we should have completely. I won't be too.
I like how he talks and then randomly cuts out. And
Mike, is it?
There is
that-
a there is
yeah,
a
it's
green 1-9, so that works.
you cut out
Anyway,
like
just get out of that.
a lot.
'Cause
Kron's
that's
got the idea. He's
special
got the
arsenal.
green 1-9, so it blends in.
Follow me, Bubba. Thank you.
Alright. Alright, I lowered
Tell
my
him it's like
volume
Team
gate. Is
Lead
that,
10.
is that any better? Am I cutting out now?
No.
Alright, cool. Technically, we should be running sterile fatigue, so like
Can we
no
put signs
patches
in front of
or
the box
any
or
like
something?
rank insignia, none of that. But I'm not gonna be
Yeah.
picky about it.
I knew how to
Okay.
make
Y'all know how to do
signs.
that?
If I
With
knew
the-
how, I would.
Oh, you there's a tool. There's like Arma 3 tools, and I forget which one it is, but you basically
the
get the
dev
picture
cards
and then you
for-
convert it into like a .paa
Alright,
file,
So far we want.
and then
the-
Is there
you
a
put
dev
this
card
little bit. I
mod
can try and
to,
look at
like,
my old
read the
files
cards
and
on the
give it to you
bodies?
after
Probably.
this.
Do you want to try and run the stoner for a
Counter.
little while and see if we want it?
Alright,
Yeah.
come on.
My
What's
fucking
going
God.
on?
I'm gonna go ahead and put it in for. To
Why are you
Oh,
on
shit.
whispering,
Okay,
Onwood?
Conte, you
talking to
again.
Arma.
You're just a bullet
Yeah.
hazard. My God.
I can take it though.
Alright, we're done
Jesus
fucking around. We're starting. Up here.
Oh, fucking
All right,
time.
y'all, we're starting. Come on.
Let's move.
Damn Java wants
Someone let
to
this
do
up on the
bullshit
ground.
right now.
Alan.
Since you're the one that pointed it out, you can clean it up, Conter.
What?
Because I don't know whose it is.
That's
Get
not
going.
fair.
Mitchell, what the fuck are you doing?
I don't know what's going on. I'm having
You guys
issues.
don't
My
have to line
game's.
up or anything. You just gather around this
Look,
man
we're gonna
here,
make a big
our little-
circle. We're gonna make a big circle, y'all.
I'll
Everyone
say
is
there's
equal
really
in my
not enough
circle.
of us to like line up.
Circle. Come on, y'all. Circle. This isn't a formation we're covering, but come on.
Look, man, we're retarded. This is why we're in
Walter,
Vietnam.
come squeeze in by me.
Don't ask us to make a circle.
Look, we're making a circle, y'all. It
This is
go
an
and then
oval.
it like circle
Oh my
like.
God.
Claire, knock it off.
Damn.
Claire.
Circle.
Oh.
All right, I think we're
Yeah,
waiting on my
okay.
two guys. Anyone else we're waiting on?
Haven't heard from.
Nobody else down with the arsenals as I can see.
Okay, so we have no one else who's coming besides.
No, not that I'm aware of.
All right, we'll just give them 5 seconds because I think they're making that recruit kit. Do they know where the arsenal is?
Crisscross applesauce.
Yeah, they
Who the fuck is
seen it when they
Bubba?
spawned over there.
That
He's
is
the
one
new
of my
recruit.
guys in my old group, and he is a handful, but he is like YouTube content for you, Shu. So
Oh, okay.
What is the key to
Well,
say
he
Crisscross?
doesn't have any of his tags or anything like that. So
Right next to the
yeah, I
enter
think he
button.
joined. He got in today.
yeah,
he did.
it just
earlier
means
tonight.
There we go.
Sanchez fucked
What
Hang
up.
on, I'll be right back. We got a couple people sitting in a lounge right now.
All right. Well, while we're waiting, anyone have any questions? Anything?
What are we doing tonight?
We are doing a team lead training, hosted by the 1-9 and taught by yours truly.
What does
This
it
army
consist of?
leadership.
Okay, 2 questions at once. I can't do that. Who wants to go first? No one? All right.
What does it
Guess it
consist
wasn't
of?
important. What?
What is it gonna consist of?
It's going to be team lead in relationship to the squad. So basically, like where each team moves in relation to the other team. Well, I'll go into that more in a few seconds, a minute, whenever my guys, of course, decide to show up.
I'm here.
This
Besides
army
you.
leadership.
No, there's no leadership in this group, so no.
Colette will not be making it tonight.
I
Alright.
mean, what are you basing it off of?
What am I basing it off of?
Yeah.
Armor experience, stuff I've read, things I've had success with, and things I've learned from implementing in Arma. Because you can't take everything like exactly from like military textbooks and shit and implement it in
Yeah.
Arma because it doesn't always work. So I mean, I've done this a while. I'll get into that in my little intro. I decided to write a few sentences on where I'm from and where I'm coming from because I felt like y'all have those questions. But I'll get to that. As soon as my guys decide to get over here, and he's got the stupid hat on. Oh my god!
I can go yell at him.
Please do, Greg.
Oh yes. God damn it! Now you guys start walking over here. I was gonna yell.
Ruined him.
Can't add
Bro,
any
Mace
ammo
Chicken's
to this
fucking busted.
because it's not in the arsenal.
I'm sad now. I didn't get to yell.
Yelled enough. All right, come on, circle up, y'all.
You can yell at me.
All right, we got everyone here.
Yes.
Cool. We're gonna get started. So, today we're doing a leadership training. I'll be hosting it. I'll be your main instructor for the day. Ellenwood, do you have anything you want to talk about before I get started? Like, it's just all me today.
I don't have anything really other than this is indeed a training. Let's take it seriously. Let's stop fucking around. like we've been doing for the past 30 minutes. So, this is all Armand tonight. He listened to him. He's ran me through it briefly, and I've learned stuff. And I know you guys will as well. And I'm excited to see what we can do with some of the stuff that he's going to show us tonight. So listen to him, give him your attention, so on and so on. He has a few exercises for us, and then at the end, we will be doing a little op, somewhat related. Well, not somewhat, but related to this. And I promise it won't be like the last op that we did at the end of a leadership deal. So that's all I got.
All right, badass. So a little bit about me. A lot of y'all First Squad guys don't know me. My name is Pierre. Y'all can call me Pierre. Y'all can at least say that right. I like Franz List. I had Boudin balls today. I like Pasta Lie, and the D is not actually silent. It's just really, really faint. Y'all didn't like. I thought y'all would like that. Anyway, I used to be leader, like Zeus, Mission Maker. One of the big recruiters, Bubba over here, did a lot of recruiting. I have to thank him for that. In the 21st Airborne, that was our former group. A lot of our guys are in this group, including these two guys over to the right, Mac. Who else? Brunson. There's a few. I'm running off the top of my head. But the important thing was that I was the head instructor, and unlike this group, we didn't have ranks. We had like a classification system. In order to play a role like AT or AR or team leader or whatever, you had to go through a class. But we put a whole lot of emphasis on the team lead spot, so much that it wasn't one class, it was 3 separate classes. The first class was team lead in relation to themselves. So like his equipment, we were a Marine group, so he was a grenadier, so we talked about the fuses and shit for the grenades and navigation skills and blah, blah, blah. The second course was team lead in relation to the team, which was how he managed his team, so setting them up, dealing with fights or something, team formations, crap like that. And the third one, which we'll be talking about today, is team lead in relation to the squad. So what this goes over is how each team responds to combat or moves in relation to its other team. So this course is geared for team leads, but squad leads will learn a lot from this, and anyone from 2 men in the field all the way up to platoon leaders can do a lot of this stuff with little adaptation to each of the things. They're not exactly one-to-one, but the concepts remain the same, and pretty much everything will remain the same except maybe distance and, geography and crap. But we'll get into that a little bit because this is geared on just like a single squad of 2 people. I mean, of 2 teams. Few more things before I get started. I know I'm still new to the group. Please don't take this as if I'm trying to say like, oh, hey, I know more than all y'all and I'm super Navy SEAL, man. I'm not trying to be a dick. I know how hard it is to run these types of groups and it takes a lot of work. So if this is some way I can contribute this out, I'm going to do it. And another note, this course was made a few months ago, like before anyone ever broke up into teams. It'd just be a squad of people following around the squad lead. So I'm still going to teach it as such because we have new people since then. And I don't know how First Squad really operates. I think I've seen teams. I think y'all have been doing much better all around, but I'm not going to assume anything, and I'm just going to take it everything from the ground up. All right. Any questions about that before I get started? Good. Thank you, boss. So one thing, this is not part of the course, but I like to do this one thing. So with 2 questions, I can pick who here is a bad team lead and who here is not. Y'all ready? Y'all want to play this little game real quick?
Yeah.
All right. So who here is a bad leader? And if it turns out you're a bad leader, don't worry. You can fix it in 5 seconds. And if you get it right, it doesn't mean you're a good leader. It just means you're not a bad one. All right. So who here has pen and paper right now?
I do.
Conter. And I don't mean like a cracked pencil with the back of an envelope or some bullshit like that. Like I'm talking like actual something to write in and something to write on and something to write with. Who here has that?
I do.
Just Conter.
I've got notes on my phone.
You have notes on your phone? Maybe we'll count that. Maybe. Do y'all okay? So we got like 4 people. Second question is, do y'all write down stuff in the ops?
Yes.
No.
1.
Shit.
Yeah, I do.
So we got like 3 people. All right, everyone, we're gonna fix this. Go get a pen and paper. First part of this training. Like I'm serious. That's part of it. Go get some. You got 10 seconds.
I'm gonna need longer
I'm
than
gonna
10
need more than 10
seconds.
seconds, but
All right, well, 15 seconds.
all my
Hurry up.
pens are at work. So is my notebook.
How do you have not a pen in your house?
15
Like,
seconds. Hurry up.
Because I don't. What do I?
go
need to
get
pin
one.
in the
Don't
house?
talk to me. Get one.
Because I don't live in a house.
well,
I live in a fucking barracks.
All All right,
I
we'll
got a-
write with blood.
Got a mechanical pencil.
That'll work. All right, so look.
Oh, it's out of lead. Never mind.
Oh my god. Here, well, while I'm talking, go find one. So the point is, you can do so many things with this. You can write down briefing notes because you're not going to remember everything. You can write down radio frequencies. You can write down things like what you liked about the op, what you didn't like about the op. So when you get up at the end and you don't stand there and look like an idiot, you can write down things you want to prove on, notes you want to do. You can write down anything, right? And something that I'm a stress a lot during the night is that you don't have the capacity to remember every single thing. And I'm not making y'all get pen and paper to flaunt my ego so that you'll write down everything I say. That's not the point. But there is going to be a few things I'm going to write down.
All right, I got
But-
my stuff.
Badass. But that's the thing. All right, so y'all actually ready to get started with the real course?
I don't have nothing to write
Cool.
on. Fuck it.
I now have a pen and paper.
Use your hand. Or
Badass. All
phone.
right, we're getting
Terrible idea.
started.
I'm gonna write
Hope
on my
everyone's
desk.
here. Don't write on your desk, dude. Come on, you gotta have something.
I don't have my
You, you have notes on your phone.
All of my proof
Write
is
on your phone.
literally like
Write on your phone.
stuff that my
I
kids
found a
drawn
fucking
on.
Sharpie.
I have a Sharpie in my pocket. Like, just
I'll write on my dick.
if you don't got something, don't write on your dick. Pull out your phone and take notes on.
Yeah, all the
that's-
space
that's
to
if
write
you
on the
wanna take
dick's already full. So
Yeah, I don't have a lot of space to write on, but anyway.
That's rough.
All right, we're getting started. Enough of the chatter. So company command needs something done. He goes and talks to one of his 2 to 3 platoon leads, right? That's right, y'all. Just yeah, right. Okay, so that platoon lead goes and talks to one of his 2 to 3 squad leads, right?
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
Just come on. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, and then that squad lead goes and talks to one of his 15 individuals who run around with his head cut off, right?
yeah,
No,
Yeah.
come on. Y'all know the answer to that. Who's he go talk to?
His team leaders.
He's
Yeah.
team leaders, and who do they talk?
Then
There,
it's
guys.
chickens.
That one of the chicken, just one of the 3 to 5 guys he's got in his team. So the point of this is that the squad lead doesn't have the mental ability to manage 15 people at once. Managing 3 people at once is tough. Managing 15 is impossible. No one can do it. So to do this, you got to break into teams. So like this whole first part is going to be the most important part, believe it or not. It's also going to be the most boring because y'all know most of this. But like I said, I can't assume anything. You got to find ways to make your teams know who they are. So like make them line up with you, like line up by teams at the beginning of the op, set positions, make sure they know like, hey, you just joined, choose your squad lead, Baird your team lead, follow 'em. My favorite way to do it, and I think all y'all do it already, is set colors. Y'all know this. Like if someone's new, if they're color green and they see red people, they'll be like, no, I'm in the wrong spot. If they see green people, they know they're in the right spot. How many of y'all have DUI or Shack Tack on?
I do.
I do now.
Me do.
All right, who doesn't have it?
I don't need to install it, but
Conter.
I can do that.
It's
I don't
already
do
it's in our 80s 2000s wild list, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just
So,
have
The point
Yeah,
is, I
what-
went and asked. It's cleared. I don't know why there's confusion. Apparently there was confusion about whether it was good or it was allowed. Go get it. If you don't have it, go write that down in your little notes, please.
What'd you say it
going on
was?
to
You
the-
kind of cut out for me.
Shack Tack or DUI squad radar. If you don't have it,
Oh,
should
that
be in the
thing,
80
okay.
squad list. Yeah, that you got it. All right, badass. All right, so everyone, please open up your maps. Does everyone see where we're at in the northeastern side of the map?
Yes.
Yeah, just everyone. You know, you don't have to raise your hand or anything. Just shout it out. So we'll be drawing a lot during this course. I'll invite some of y'all to draw. So everyone set your thing to global. But right now I'll draw something real simple, and then we'll go back to talking. Nice ringtone. So here we have 1 and 2. Excuse the crudeness of this drawing. And bear in mind, all this NATO symbols, I won't be putting the size marker on top of them. So for the duration of this course, just know that these are fire team strengths. So how many people are in a fire team?
3 to 5.
3 to 5. Excellent. Right? So we got team 1, team 2. That's a terrible 1. I'm sorry.
Literally looks like it too.
It's a 1. It's a 1.
Just delete it.
I'm trying. Anyway, someone draw one right here for
I
me. I'm
gotcha.
retarded. Thank you. All right. So who can tell me in blue? Who can tell me the 2 basic fundamental elements in any sort of firefight ever since the gun was invented?
Fire superiority.
No.
First one. Huh?
question.
Fire and cover.
Maybe.
move.
Tell me what cover is.
Anything that stops a blue.
No. These are groups of people, not like these two things. Come on, y'all.
What
try
was
and
the
do this
question
every hour.
again?
Okay, there are two basic fundamental elements of any firefight or any gunfight since the gun came out.
Good guys and the bad guys.
Just no.
Fire
I
and
mean, yes,
maneuver.
but who said that?
It was me, the
I said
Marine.
Thank you,
cover and move.
Kilgore. Thank you. Fire and maneuver. Everyone, fire. I'm not gonna write it out. Maneuver. All right. I put an N for man. For
You know you can
maneuver.
just type it, right?
That's stupid. I don't like typing.
Gotcha.
Anyway, they go by different names. Some people call them assault. Some people call them base. Some people call them support, movement. Fire maneuver is the way I call them. It's the way I refer to them. Fire maneuver. Okay. Do y'all understand what these are? Because
Yeah.
no one seemed to get the question. Thank you for cleaning that for me.
Yeah, you're gonna have one team. You're gonna have one team suppress and another team maneuver around to try and
Good. So one
Cover
thing I
and
need
move.
to say is this course, all my courses were built off of each other, right? Rifleman, like you had a rifleman course, you had assistant automatic rifleman, then you had AR, and then you had, all these courses built off of each other, right? So I'm trying my hardest not to assume that y'all know things. So if I say something that's completely alien to y'all, not like this, y'all seem to know it, y'all just couldn't figure out the answer. Just speak up, and I have no problem going more in depth into it. I'm just trying to keep this course as short as I can. So, as Craig, you answered that. You said, well, not answer. You said, Craig, just say it. Say what you said again. One
Say-
covers one.
one suppresses, one maneuvers. So one puts down fire, one maneuvers around to try
Excellent.
and
All right.
flank them.
So 90% of the time, which one of y'all, well, which one of these do you think is going to be the fire element, and which one's going to be the maneuver element? I know we already wrote it down, but
One's gonna
one's
be
gonna
the
be-
fire. Two's gonna
Thank
be
you.
the maneuver.
thank you. Okay, why?
One is
we're
probably your
assuming that we're
biggest
taking,
team.
Yeah, and
All
we're
right,
also assuming
Craig
you're taking
first.
fire from the northern azimuth, because if you're taking fire from the south, it's going to be reversed.
Okay, so what Craig said, normally, when you're walking, normally you're trying to go towards contact, and the enemies will be in front of you because that's the main goal. Is that always how it works out? No, but the goal here is to get Team 1 to be the support element, right? The fire element. Why? Like, what's another reason? Who knows?
They're already.
Because
Go ahead.
they're already engaged, so they need to keep up that engagement while 2 wraps around and flanks the enemy.
Well stated. That's exactly what happens. Now, up until right before, right after I made this course, we changed the MG structure, but now both teams have MGs. But now, both of them have it, but then, only the first team had one, right? So that's another big reason why you'd want the first team to be the fire support, because it's got the M60, right? So whenever y'all are setting up your teams at the beginning of the op, something y'all need to do is, if you don't have an M60 gunner, or if Team 2 only's got one or something, make sure that Team 1 gets one. Okay? If you don't want to split the teams up and move people over, then make Team 2 Team 1 for the op. I'd rather y'all not, this is me talking, not command staff, I'd rather y'all not swap squad or teams the whole night, but it's up to y'all. Just if you do change the team to be the front team, make sure they stay like that the entire op. Okay, that's the only thing I'm asking. I don't have the power to strike y'all down if you don't. So squad lead's job is actually pretty simple, contrary to popular belief. All he's really doing is managing 2 teams, and all they're doing is bounding fire, maneuver, fire, maneuver, fire, maneuver. And we'll go more into that in a little bit. So we'll talk a little bit more about setting your teams up, and then we'll go to the actual meat of this discussion. Low attendance leads to cannibalism of other squads and teams. So 1 full squad is better than 2 half squads trying to be squads. You really just have 2 fire teams running around doing, bullshit that they don't have the numbers to do. Sometimes if you got low numbers, squad lead will be a team lead. He can lead one team, and the other team lead will be the other team. You can do all sorts of fun shit like that. Sometimes something I really recommend for all of y'all, hint, is to write this down, is to make a checklist before every op if you're a team leader or a squad lead. Like, hey, look, do we got the M60 in the front? Do we have enough people in team 1 or 2? Like, are they gear check? Are they you know, there's a million things. Did you assign colors? Are teams even assigned? Does each team have a squad? I mean, a team lead? Things like that. I hope all y'all will try to make a checklist like that and let it grow. I don't have one of my. I forgot to bring one of my my old ones with me. It just slipped my mind. I'm sorry about that. I might, if y'all don't have good ones, I might make one for y'all later on. But that's a different story. So, like I said earlier, I don't know if y'all are here, but pretty much everything here will work from whether you got 2 men in the field all the way up to platoon leads. There'd be some slight differences, but it's a really adaptable course from my group. That's why I picked this one, because everyone can learn something from it, and it wasn't much work to change it from my group to this group. So any questions on this first section? This is the boring part. Nope. All right, cool. We're gonna get started with the second section. Good thing I brought water. Give me a sec. All right, so the next part is formations and organization. So I know y'all are sitting there and you're like, why is this dude going to talk about formations? We know what the formations are. They're all stupid. It's gay. Why am I going to talk about this?
Because we use that shit every night.
Okay, good, but that's not really the answer. I'm looking for 2 answers.
An organized team is a successful team.
Okay, organized squad is a successful squad is more because, you know, this is.
Yeah, we're talking about.
Yeah, but
sorry
good.
about
Yeah,
that.
good answer. So what did I have already? So set up for. Yeah, something I'll stress through this whole night is a little organization. The organization goes a long way. So one of the yeah, I guess I'll just tell you the answers. So one of the important parts of these formations is that I want to standardize them, right? And some of you already know about some of the things we talked about, but you're going to learn why they happen in this class. And the way that I have it put is that if you see one team, you automatically know where the other team is, and there won't be any confusion, and it helps limit communication errors and everything, and it helps everyone know what's going on. The second thing is that these formations help prepare a unit or a readily it helps prepare a unit for contact, and it helps a unit respond to contact well, right? So thank you, Lost. Don't stop sending me messages, please. So there are 2 main formations for 2 teams, right? And there's 3. You could probably make up a 4th one, but what are the 2 main ones that we're gonna learn? Any guesses?
Wedges in column.
One of those is right.
Battle line.
Line and column. Okay. There's technically a 3rd one, echelon, and I'll bring up the wedge in a second. I just want to get some more stuff done first. There's 2 ones you can do with a team. You can do a line, or you can do a column. You do echelon, but echelon just doesn't really translate the armor well at all, and we can go more into that in a second. So why would someone want to do a column? Anybody?
Keep everybody organized.
All right. You first? What you said? Keep everyone organized?
Yeah, it's easier to have everybody kind of organized.
Okay. Well, who said the next question?
That was me. I said while you're maneuvering down a road.
Okay, down a road, you know, that it's really maneuver anywhere. A column is really easy to keep everyone together because you're just literally following the guy's head right in front of you. So columns are great for really dense terrain. Like, you know, if you look around us, there's a shit called a jungle. Column's wonderful for that. Is it great for attacking?
Nope.
No.
Why?
Because only like 1 person can shoot.
There you go.
You're also in an enfilade fire.
Say what?
You're also in an enfilade fire.
Yes. So column's not good for attack. We used to like to attack shit by column, but you know, we've gotten better. So what's the point? Why would you want to do a line?
Puts all your guns on line.
They're
Okay,
spaced
anyone
out
else?
too.
Yeah, spaced out, fire
Well,
superiority.
you could be spaced out in a column. You could be spaced out in a wedge or a diamond or echelon or whatever.
Everybody's
It's not,
pointing at the same direction.
yeah, so the whole point of a line is maximum firepower to the front. It readies your whole team or squad or platoon for that matter to have as many people ready to engage something that's directly in front of you, right? Is it good to go walk through the jungle for 5 miles in a line?
No.
Why?
You're gonna get disorganized. You're gonna get spaced out. You're gonna lose people.
Exactly. See, column for organization, line for like combat. All right. Any questions on that?
Nope.
All right. So everyone will be looking back at our maps again. So I gave you this first one. So this is a squad with 2 teams, right? And you see, team 1 is in the front, and guess where team 2 is, y'all?
In the back.
In the back.
In the back. Makes sense. 1, 2, right? 1, 2, 1, 2. Does anyone not understand this concept? Because I have something to say to you if you don't.
Conter.
Conter, do you understand this concept?
Yes, I understand it.
Okay, good. So, who wants to be my test dummy?
Fuck it.
I volunteer.
Okay, we'll let Craig and Shu put your heads together for me. Draw me a squad line
Quad
with
lines.
2 teams. Squad
Okay.
line.
Have... Yeah, you're just gonna.
No,
dot 'em
no,
out.
just no, not it. We're not okay. So for this whole course, we won't be talking about where the people inside of the team go. We're just talking about where this blob goes and where this blob goes, right? So
So your first element's gonna fan out on its spot
you're
right
trying
away.
to say like this, right? Is that what you're trying to say? All right, let's delete the little dots. All right, which one is which? Who's team 1 and who's team 2?
All right, team,
Team
1's
1
gonna
is the one on the right.
Okay.
on the left because
And
how we
who's on the left?
discussed.
Team 2 is on the left.
Yes.
All right, good. Draw the numbers for me, please. 1 and 2. Thank you. That's beautiful.
I'll put mine in the spot.
All right. Now, some of y'all are probably asking, like, why does team 2 go on the left, right? Like, its column is 1 in the front, 2 in the back, top, bottom. Why is it suddenly 2 on the left, 1 on the right? We read left to right, right? Isn't that how we do it?
Sometimes.
Does that seem a little odd to y'all?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, start thinking about why that is. Okay, I'm gonna answer that in a few seconds. So here we have over here. We're gonna draw over here. I'm gonna draw y'all this. We have 2 teams again in a column. Who wants to be my another test dummy? Someone new. Come on. I'm gonna pick someone if you don't.
I will.
All right, Conter. You have team 1 in the front, as we discussed, and then you have team 2 in the back. How does this team get into a line?
How does it get into a line?
Yeah, what does it do? Like draw where this one goes and where this one goes, or what happens?
I feel like 1 would go over here. 2 would come this way, and then would move this way.
Conter, it's okay. I love you.
Unless it's down the road.
I love you.
Down the
Okay,
road.
so one thing I need to say. For this entire course that we're drawing, all this land right here is flat. Don't worry about the roads. Don't worry about the grass and everything. So, Connor, let's look over here to the left a little again.
Okay.
You see who's on the left?
Yes, I see who's on the left. Give me a
What team?
2.
All right. I'll give you a chance to redraw this.
And then they would both move this way.
All right. So what you're saying is team 2 forms up on the left right here, right?
Yes.
That is outstanding. You're a beautiful human. I appreciate your input. You're absolutely correct. All right. So in a line, where does team 2 go?
On the left.
On the
On
left.
the left.
Where does it go?
On the
On the
left.
On the left.
Team 2 in a line, where does it go?
On the
On
left.
the left.
Team 2 in a column, where does it go?
In the
On the
rear.
back.
In Maria.
Where does it go in a line? Team 2.
On the
On
left.
the left.
On the
One
left.
more time, where does it go in a line?
On the
On
left.
On the
Is
left.
anyone ever going to tell me it goes on the right for the rest of this course?
Nope.
No.
Conter.
Are you sure?
Maybe.
Possibly.
We're
Right.
sure. We all see it all goes to the left, right? Team 2 in a line formation goes to the left, right?
Yes.
That's correct.
Left.
Everyone,
Yes.
that's correct. Everyone agrees with this, right? If you don't
Correct.
speak up. All right, good. I'm glad. I'm proud of y'all. In my head, this went way worse. So let's see. We're gonna stress out team 1, team 2 always goes to the left. Now, something to note here is that we want to maintain the integrity of the teams. All right, and we'll go more into this later, but we want to keep the teams we don't want them to be this big gorilla group where they all merge together. We want to keep one team separate from the other team, right? And they need to have some space in between them. Now, I can't give you some number because it'd be arbitrary, but I can't say, okay, just put 10 meter space in between them and call them a day. No, it all depends. So let's say we're in a big open ass field, like there's just nothing around for miles, and you're in a line formation or any formation. Are you going to be close to each other? Or are you going to be far away from each other, the 2 teams?
Spread out.
You're gonna be
You'll
spread out across the
You're gonna
field.
be more spread out. You're not gonna be like, miles away from each other or anything. We'll go more into the distance later, but you're not gonna be touching. What if you're in like a jungle or like a city or something? Are you gonna be closer or further away?
Closer.
Closer.
Okay. And the main point of this is that you get control. But when you're when you in a field, you get spread out more, and you less prone to taking casualties and shit. But you can control them better because you're in a big field. There's no obstacles. There's nothing really to impede you except how far your voice can travel. So Vietnam is really stupid because we're tasked with being in really, really dense terrain for about 90% of the time, and it's going to be difficult. So you're going to be closer for most of the time. But you need to know, do not shove the teams up each other's ass. Okay?
Okay.
Make sense? You want to
Yes.
maintain the integrity of the team, and the squads want to maintain the integrity of the squad. They don't want to go merge together. Once you start merging together, everyone gets all confused, and it gets hard to peel them apart. It seems like it won't be, but that's just the way it works. It's weird. So put a little space, blah 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 blah. All right. So here we have a let's delete. Everyone delete everything except this, please. I explained that already, Lost. Whenever you're always separated. You just distance between each. And if you have a question, please just speak up. I'm not. If they're always supposed to be some separation between it. If you're like in a bamboo forest, it might be like 5 feet. But if, like I said, if you're in a field, it's going to be like 10 yards or something. It's really subjective, and I can't give you a definite number. When we go do some drills when this is done, hopefully sooner than later, you might. Yeah, I'll be sure to point it out and show you better. So here we have team 1. A foot is 3 yards, and a yard is about a meter. I mean, I'm sorry, 3 feet is a yard. I'm stupid. I'm retarded. Anyway, so we have team 1 right here, and we have team 2 right here. Right? Where does the squad lead go?
In the middle.
In the middle. Anyone disagree with that?
Nope.
All right. Does the squad lead ever go in the front?
Nope.
No.
Are y'all ever going to put the squad lead in the front?
Nope.
What? No.
Good. All right. So we're going to put the squad lead. That's a terrible drawing on my part, but we'll put him in the middle. Where does the medic go?
In his ass.
What's the rear?
Next to the squad lead.
Yeah. Behind the
okay,
squad.
so
lead.
I heard in the rear and next to the squad lead. Which one y'all going to go with?
Behind
Next
the
to
squad lead.
All right, that's the right one, right next to squad lead. What's the medic going to do? He's going to make sure the squad lead doesn't do what?
Die.
Die.
Well, besides that.
Get in the front.
Yeah, exactly. So the medic's secondary goal, besides keeping everyone alive and everything, is when we're in a formation, make sure the squad lead does not go in the front, right? And who goes in the left side of the line? What team?
Team
That'd
2.
be a second
Team
team.
2.
They're very good. Excellent. All right. Did anyone figure out why they go in the left side of a column? Anyone figure that out yet?
Because you always maneuver to the left.
Okay. Yeah, you're always going to maneuver to the almost. We'll get into that. But why does he always? Why the left side? Why not the right side? Because it's 1, 2. We read left to right. 1, 2, 3. I mean, doesn't that make more sense?
Mhm.
Why? Anyone figured out yet? No guesses?
Because that's what the enemy would expect. Because that's the logical thing to do. I think.
The enemy is retarded. So, no, that's not all at why. That's not all at. I'm having trouble talking. I'm sorry. Let me drink more water. I'm not going to want to talk after this. So let's say we're going to have a third squad at some point, and it's been talked about having a third team in each squad. So who wants to be the smart person and guess where does a third team go in a column? Just draw it for me. Okay. Little group collaboration here. All right, third team. Connor, are you? It says in the front. Okay, which one are y'all going with? The front or the back?
The back.
Wait, who had that question? Off to my left side, was that you, Connor?
I said I would assume they go up front.
All right, so we got one person to stay up front, and most of y'all saying in the back is what I'm getting. Excuse me.
Yeah,
Is
I'd
that
say so.
well? Which one's right? What do y'all think?
Rear team.
Their team would be in the back.
What about someone we haven't heard from today? What about you, Kron, or Lost, or
What about you,
Baird,
Jody?
or Jody? I see him standing there, his name blended in with the thing. What do y'all think?
In the back.
Here, I'll say something here. So we just got done talking about how you would want the first team to have the M60. So you'd want to keep that M60 in the front. So therefore,
Okay.
the third squad would go in the back.
Good answer. It goes in the back, right? So we're not going to talk too much about a third team or a third squad. We will briefly mention it. So we talked about fire maneuver, right? Those two basic elements. There's technically a third one. Does anyone know what the third one is?
Suppress.
Who said support? Loss?
Fire,
Security?
maneuver,
Yeah,
control.
support.
All right, it goes by several names. All those are right. Guard, reserve, security, whatever. I don't care what you call it. But due to manpower reasons, we don't really see that come out too often, which is why the two fire and maneuver are the most fundamental and important ones. Reserve is easily just as important, but we don't always have enough people to make it to realize that. So the third team will be the reserve team, right? So who here who wants me out? Who's someone I never called on yet?
Baird.
Baird?
Oh, you dog shoe.
I know.
Hey Baird. All right, Baird. Squad line, 3 teams. Draw, what happens?
Squad line, you said?
Squad line with 3 teams. Draw arrows to where they go.
All right. So one would stay in place.
Okay.
Team 2 would move up to their left.
Mm-hmm.
And I would be under the assumption that the third team stays where they are to provide security of the rear of to attacking teams. That's my
You're
guess.
half right. You're half right. It's not a bad guess at all. It's not really not a bad guess. So the point is squad line, as in everyone does a squad line. You want another chance to answer it?
Then
Yes,
I
he
would just
does.
assume they'd move to the right.
You're absolutely correct. All right. So that I'll just draw it above here. We'll just 1, 2, 3, blah blah blah.
Why does your 1 look like a 2?
I'm just not good. I'm retarded. Please help me out, y'all.
There you go.
All right. 2, 1, 3. Does this seem like an odd placement to y'all?
No.
On paper, yes.
On paper. In real life, it's honestly the best. You can't beat this. There's no way to do this better, and you'll see why when we go outside and do this. So, where does Team 1 go in a line?
In the middle. Or on the right if it's
It
2
doesn't
teams.
move. It
Yeah.
doesn't do anything. It's the anchor point, right? Team 1 does not move an inch unless it's going forward. It can still keep going forward, but it doesn't shift or left or right or anything. It just maintains its plane, right? It just maintains its direction. Team 2 will always shift to what way, y'all?
To the left.
Left.
Once again, where does it go?
Left.
The left.
All right. And then Team 3, we're just briefly going to talk about Team 3. Where does it go always?
To the right.
Right.
To the
To the right, y'all. Does this kind of seem weird to y'all yet? Or so the main point of this is that it's standardized, and you will always know if you're squad lead and you see Team 3, you will know that Team 1 and 2 are to the left of you. If you see Team 1, you know where Team 2 and Team 3 are, right? You're always going to know Team 2 is where of Squad 1 or Team 1?
Left.
Left. Thank you. So if you're doing, let's look at this picture again. The reason why this is so good is because it all unfolds perfectly, right? So these guys go left, these guys go right. What if they need to go form a column? Who wants to draw what happens? This line form a column. Someone. Thank you. Thank you, Conter. You see how this just perfectly unfolds and folds in on itself? Let's say if we did it, look off to the left a little bit. Let's say if we did it 1, 2, 3. Okay? Someone draw how to form a column with this. Okay, that's one way you could do it. What's another way?
Reverse it. Put 3.
2 and 3 move in the back, 1 in the front. Well, who's the anchor? What are y'all moving around?
Team 1.
1.
In Team 1, what about if you want to do your walk in Team 1 and you need to form a line, and or how about this? Let's look at this one off to the right a second. Let's delete these ones in the back, Or how about wait? Let's look at this one actually. Delete these lines. You're in a 3-team column. Form squad wedge. Draw it out. All right. How about we do this? No more lines. We're just gonna draw the boxes. Squad wedge off of this. 2. All right. Where's team 3? All right. Does this make sense? All they do is move where? Where does team 2 move in a squad wedge?
The left.
All right. Where does team 3 move in a wedge?
To the
The
right.
right.
To the right.
All right. What if these guys need to form a line? What do they do?
Move up.
They move up. What if they need to form a V? This one's for the platoon. What if they need to form a V? And a V goes like this. Just
They're just 2 and
they
3
just
moves
move
up,
up,
and more.
right? They just move up. What if you're forget about the V? Don't draw it. What if you're in a wedge and you need to form a column? Where do you go? Just fold back in, right?
Yeah.
And you can do this on the move. What if you're in let's see. You're in this 1, 2, 3 bullshit, right? 2, 3, and then you need to form a wedge. But you're gonna stay in the 1, 2, 3 order, left to right. Over here. Any guesses?
2 would take the point, and then 3 would take back right.
So we're all basing this off of one guy is off at an angle from us. And then you need to form like I don't know, a line. You see how this one is way more confusing, and then when you get out in the field, this is way more difficult. On paper, it's not that bad, but when you get out in the field, it's like stupid. It's stupid difficult to do it like this. I know, I've tried it. This method is 1,000 times better. Does this kind of make sense?
Yeah.
Which one do y'all like more?
The 2, 1, 3.
2, 1, 3. Team 2 goes where in a line?
Left.
To the left.
All right. Team 3 goes where in a line?
Right.
To the right.
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 All right. So this whole shift left thing is meant to accommodate for a third team or a third squad or third whatever you want to call it, right? And that's why it's so important that team 2 always goes to the left. Besides having squad 1 or team 1 or in the squad lead know just automatically where they are, there's just no confusion. It's the same thing every single time, right? Is team 2 ever going to move to the right, like in a formation?
Yes.
In a formation, team 2 ever going to move to the right?
Yes.
No.
What if there's like a mountain to the left?
Well, then the squad lead's retarded and he puts you in a bad spot. Are you going to put 50 men in a one person bathroom stall?
Depends on
Yes.
Can't do
Ask
it.
Contra, he knows.
I mean, I'm
Can't
just
do
saying,
it.
like, if we were maneuvering and it's like to the left was a
Well,
mountain or a
That
river
would
or
be a
something.
complete failure on the squad lead's part because he's trying to do impossible things with like a set. Like he's trying to take a mold and he's trying to make like he's got a cookie cutter with
Well,
5 cookie holes, right?
I wouldn't
And
say it'd be
he's
the
trying
squad
to-
lead's fault 100% of the time, because there are times where we're moving to the jungle and we're just in bad terrain in general.
No, I understand that. That's why I do a column.
But we may be in a column and say we take contact from the front, we move left, you can't because there's
Well,
like a
we're not
fucking cliff or
taking
ravine.
contact yet. This is all formation. I said, where does it go in a line formation? Not line and
okay.
like getting engaged. So where does it go in a line?
the
In a-
left.
To the left.
To the left. Where's team 2 going a line?
To the left.
Where?
To the left.
Where
to
does he
the
go?
left.
Come on. Does he ever go right?
Nope.
No.
Does he ever go right?
No.
Thank you. Where's the squad lead and the medic going in a line?
Middle.
Just with 3 people in the middle. He can kind of go in the front and the back. He can kind of go off to the sides if he wants. But the point is he stays in the middle. Why?
So he's got
Take
an
the
eye
place
on
for him.
everybody.
Yeah, and plus his voice only goes so far, right? His voice only goes so far. So we're going to the third section, final section of the oral part of this exam. Oral. We're going to forget about Team 3 again. They're out of our memory because we don't have one right now. We don't have a squad 3. They're gone, but not forgotten. Please help me delete all this stuff. All right. So, battle drills. How the team and squad lead should react to engagement. So I need to say a few things before we go into this. Excuse me, not that. This is not some secret win-all formula to instantly win every engagement, right? This is not like some magic words that we say like shift left does not mean that you're going to win everything. Sometimes you can do everything perfectly. You can do everything perfectly and you can still get your ass whipped, and that's just the way it is. What this does is it minimizes that. So if you have Arma's a lot about like improving and so is like Modern Warfare, at least infantry combat. It's about improving the odds in your favor. If you have 10 people in a field standing across the field equal length and they're shooting at each other and they have the same gun, same everything, who's gonna win?
Whoever had maneuvers the best.
Okay, assume they're just looking at each other.
Oh,
and,
okay.
you know, they're just standing there shooting.
A better shot.
I mean,
50-50.
yeah, it's pretty much 50-50. It's just each side's going to take roughly the same amount of casualties, and if one side wins, they're only going to win by like 1 or 2 guys. And you can keep running that. You could say like, oh, it's like flipping a quarter. You know, it's 50-50, but you might get heads 60% of the time and tails 40% of the time. Are those good odds? Like, I mean, this is your life, you know. Pretend you're a real person and you try and do this shit. Are those good odds? You just 50-50. Either you die or you live. 'Cause
No.
No, that
No.
sucks. So what do you do to increase these chances? You do things like formations, where you prepare yourself to go into combat. One team's in a line. Those 10 people. One's in a line. One's in a column. Which one's going to win?
One in the line.
The one in the line. Is that always going to be the case? I mean, maybe 5% of the time the column wins because they just get lucky. But are those better odds for y'all?
Yeah.
So all this is about increasing your odds, and this fixes a lot of the problems we have. This fixes spacing issues. This fixes communications issues because everything is standardized. The same thing happens. You don't have to figure out a way how to say, hey, we're moving up to your left or some bullshit. You just know what's happening, right? Everyone knows what's happening with this, and it's the same thing. And if something different happens, that's when you make it as known as possible. And we're gonna go into that a little bit more. So everything after this is strictly for team leads and the squad lead. Platoon lead, a lot of this applies, but it has some caveats to it, and you have to take into account for like space and geography and shit. A lot of this happens, but doesn't look exactly like this. So just keep that in mind, or anyone less than team. Just keep that in mind. So as I said many times. What is this note I got? I can't read my handwriting. Anyway, team coordination is exceptionally difficult due to the terrain and lack of radios, right? We're limited by our voice, and we're limited by shit-ass terrain. We have jungle, and it's not always flat jungle. It's up and down, and there's palmettos everywhere and shit. It's not always easy, right? So the team lead and the squad lead have to know how to react with little instructions, okay? So what does that mean? This whole shift left thing is a way for everyone to know what's happening. So let's say the team lead gets shot, or if his team gets separated or something, everyone knows what's happening, right? Is anyone confused if you have 2 teams and you get engaged? You're gonna do what?
Shift left.
You're gonna shift left. Is anyone in the first team ever gonna think like, oh hey, look, they're gonna go all the way around here and loop around and kill them or something?
No.
Is that reasonable to think? Is it reasonable to think that team 2 is gonna run up and merge on you or some bullshit?
No.
Is it reasonable to think that team 2 is gonna I don't know, just 2 teams is really simple. There's not so much you can do. When we get 3 teams, it'll make more sense. Everyone knows what's happening, right? So
Yes.
the communication, it's a lot more simple. You don't have to think of bullshit like, hey, we're going off to this rock pile. No, you're shifting left. Done. You're gonna know the team's not gonna go. Let me just get a little further before I go into this. So before I keep going, this is not a tutorial on how to squad assault every engagement. This will make more sense in a few seconds. So let's get rid of the squad lead and the medic, and we'll make this really simple. Let's say we have 2 teams, and then in front of them, directly in front of them, is an equal size force. And then we get engaged. We're walking them directly head on in a column. And remind you, everything's still flat around here. What should the squad lead say in this?
Contact.
Yeah, contact. They should know
Yeah.
what to do.
Okay, but he should still say what to do.
I would
It's
say
good habit.
contact front, team 2
Contact
shift
front.
left.
Team 2 shift left, right? Does everyone agree with that?
Yes.
Right? Okay. So team 2, if you don't hear anything from the squad lead, unless the squad lead tells you not to move to the left or for some reason, there's always. Oh, I remember what this note was. So before we go into this, there's a million scenarios, and right now we're just worrying about the very, very basic principle things. Okay, so don't like a million things can happen, and I'll try to cover some big major ones, but Like just assume that these are real basic things that are happening here, right? It's like there's not like a big rock pile that you can't maneuver around or anything. Just real basic shit right now, okay? Where did I leave off? I said what's the squad lead gonna say? Or what's the team gonna say? What's the team gonna do if they don't hear the squad lead talk or if he's dead or something?
We're
They
gonna
sh-
shift left.
Yeah.
They're gonna shift left. Okay, so they move up to the left. 2. Are they gonna say anything?
Second team should be saying that they're shifting left, and then they should let team 1 know when they're in position.
Okay, good. Even though we know it's going to happen, still say it. Still say it. Communication is key. Say everything you're doing, all right? Unless it's wiping your ass or picking your nose or some shit. Say everything you're doing. So what do we absolutely not want to see? Let's see. We have this team and the second team. I'm just going to draw this. I'm supposed to put this one first, but what used to happen a lot before y'all got better at this was this team would just, and assume we're still going to attack up in the north of us. This team would just fall in right on this other team's formation. And what's wrong with that?
We're all bunched up.
All bunched up. What else? What else is wrong? There's a million things wrong with this.
You can't communicate very well because you don't know who's the guy next to you if he's in your team.
Exactly. And like I said earlier, it's really difficult to pull people apart once they get merged together. What else?
You're a great target for like mortars or whatever.
That too. You're spaced. I'll just go after him. I'll just say what else. You take up this amount of space. You take up. You're just in a column. Like you're in the same. You're taking up the same width as a column. You might have a couple more guns in the front, but you should be taking up way more room, right? It's way harder for all these enemies up here can just pinpoint like 5 trees and shoot at you. It's way more difficult when you're taking this whole length of this whole tree line. Does that make kind of sense?
Yeah.
What else is wrong with it? It's I don't know. I'm drawing blanks because I get nervous when I talk in front of people. But y'all kind of see what the issue here is. There's no benefit to having one big group over having your squad split into teams, right? There's nothing you can do that warrants just having one big group follow squad lead, because this is all this is. This is the blob. You don't want the blob. The blob is shitty, okay? Maintain your team integrity. Whatever you do, maintain it. Do not lose it, because it's hard to get back, right? Another thing that's wrong with this is once you get engaged, something that you may not notice, once you get engaged, it's really difficult to get unengaged, right? Or disengaged is the right word? Yeah, disengaged. My bad. I'm retarded. It's really difficult to get disengaged because you're getting shot at, so you're looking for cover. You're trying to shoot back. It's hard to talk because you got rounds going off all around you. Somebody's down and the medic's trying to get him, and that makes everyone completely immobile. Like it's really difficult. So what this allows you to do, without going into here, is this guy is the support element. He's maintaining. He's trying to achieve fire superiority. And these guys, even though they're close to him, they aren't directly engaged. They're kind of getting indirect fire from the rifles, and that gives them just enough time, enough breathing room to actually move. So right now, they become a maneuver element, and they move where, y'all?
To the left.
To the left. Thank you. So they're to the left. This right here was movement. This was maneuver right here. Maneuver can take many forms. This is the first and one of the most principal things you'll see with this whole method that I'm showing y'all today. That was the first stage of movement. So anyone take a guess what types of movement they got? Like what other things you can do with movement besides just moving to the left? Like any ideas?
Very loaded question. You can do anything. It's movement.
Okay, maybe that
You
was
can
a
assault
broad
the
question.
objective.
Thank you. That was kind of what I was looking for. So you can assault, you can retreat, you can shift. There's all sorts of things you can do. But do you always have to do them?
No.
No, you don't have to do them. Sometimes, let me draw this enemy again because it's bugging me. So you have this enemy, he's equal size force. Probably let's assume he's a less force, right? And he's in the open, and you form the line. You got all your guns on him. Are you going to need to assault that position? No, you can all just shoot him. You just kill him. You don't have to leave your cover, because this looks like, let's look back at the map. This is a good position. Assume this is open. This is all trees and shit. This is bullshit. you don't have to go and do a squad bound all the way to the enemy or anything. You just shoot him. Sometimes he might be in a bunker or something, or like, you know, not quite a bunker, but you know, he might be dug in a little bit under cover or something, and you just don't have a good angle. You can make this team just shift left a little more, and you get a different angle while this team keeps them suppressed. And that's the movement. You don't have to do anything fancy. Sometimes that's all you need to do, right? So like I said, this is not a tutorial on how to squad assault every single engagement, because that starts spreading your team out, and it gets more complicated when you look at it from a platoon level. But any questions about that so far? No. Okay. Real quick, y'all understand what suppression is, right?
Yeah.
What
Yes.
happens when something's like appropriately suppressed?
Keeps
They
its head
stop
down.
shooting back.
Okay, that's one thing. What'd you say, shoot? I couldn't hear you.
They keep their
They
heads down, basically
they-
not being
okay.
able to shoot back.
So they can't shoot back, and they take cover, right? What else happens?
Freedom of movement.
They can't move easily because, you know, they're trying to stay alive and hide behind cover. Any other guesses or answers? So another one is they can't talk properly, because y'all know when you start getting shot at. You know, AIs don't have this naturally, but you can't communicate well. You can't return fire. You can't maneuver. You're just stuck. That's like the worst thing possible to be in any sort of engagement. It's just stuck, right? And that's why fire superiority is so important. That's not really so much for this course, but I just felt the urge to go over it. So let's say these guys are like, they're dug in, right? They're dug in, and they're not that far away from you. What are you going to do? And you can't
How's it going?
you can't take them out by
Interest
just
rates
shifting
up. I've
left
been
or further
looking to get a
left or
better
some other
savings account.
combination.
Assault the
All the options
objective.
have you up in the air.
You're gonna
Well,
assault
yes.
the
At Nerd
objective.
Wallet, we
How are
can
you
help
gonna
you
do
make the
that?
smartest decision by
Gonna do
comparing
a
rates of
hook.
top high-yield savings accounts.
Fire maneuver.
Amazing.
You do a hook.
The smartest
Let
decision
me
for all
see
your
the hook. Let me
financial
see what you got in
decisions.
mind.
Like that.
From
I'm over here on this drawing. I'm sorry, on the right one. Okay, hook. Maybe. See, hook is kind of a broad subject. So let's just say they're about 50 meters away from you. I can estimate that. You don't have to hook around. You could just go straight towards them, right? Does that make sense? Would that fall under your hook answer?
No.
Okay. So one thing you absolutely don't want to do is you don't want to go, like, you know, even if you're real close, like if you're not to scale, like, this isn't to scale obviously, but let's say you're really close. You don't want to. Let me just draw one. You want to try not to go directly in front of where you guys are shooting at you or shooting over you, because you're going to think you're getting suppressed and you're going to want to take cover. Try and avoid that. But also avoid doing these real long hook things like this. I mean, this isn't really that bad, but this is a better option because you're closer, right? Why do you not want to do these big long hook things? Like,
Exposes you longer than you need to.
okay, it can do that, yes.
And so that the enemy doesn't get fire superiority on your other team and gets them pinned down.
That's also, I didn't think about, that's also a completely valid answer. That's a good one. Any other answers?
Takes too long.
It can take long. Yes, that's another thing. The thing I'm looking for is that you run the risk of being split. The longer you stay away from your team and the further out you go, don't. Thank you, Loss. Don't split your forces. We're going to go over this a lot in a few seconds. Okay. So what if this team is twice the distance? Let's say, I don't know, 100 yards. We're getting near the distance that we don't really want to go, and we'll go into that more later too. What are you going to do? It's not a good distance for this team to sit here and this team, to move all the way out there. And you don't have another squad. This is just this squad. You don't have help.
Then the easier thing would be to do this, and you shift this squad a little bit forward, so then you do the wraparound.
Okay. So what we're looking for, let me delete all this because we're getting too many lines. We're looking to do is bounds. Y'all familiar with bounding?
Yeah, bounding cover.
Yeah.
Bounding cover. And
I'm up. He sees me. I'm gay.
yeah, exactly. Don't say I'm up. He sees me down. I hate that. But I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh yeah. All y'all always see that, in every, it's like infamous for every armor group you join. They're like, all right, this is how you bound, and then you do it, and it's just two people in a field. But what a lot of people don't know is you can do this by teams, right?
Right.
So
Yeah.
you have team 1, it's support element, and you have team 2. Someone draw me a bound here.
All right, so they're already in line.
Yeah, they're in a squad line, or in a line shape, because formations. Oh, I gotta mention, formations are not rigid in context. So whenever you get engaged, don't worry about trying to stay in a perfect line or column or whatever, right? So they're in a line shape, right? So Kilgore, why don't you just walk us through this while you're drawing? Talk it out for us.
So, basically, well, I have this backwards actually, but so since 1 has fire superiority, 2 is gonna bound forward.
Yes.
Then 2 is gonna pick up suppression, and then 1 is gonna bound forward slightly in front.
Okay.
However much distance in front of them is allowed before they're basically like face to face with the fuckers.
Okay. So
The next source
pretty
of
much,
cover.
That's pretty much what I was looking for. We're not going to worry about cover and all that yet, but this is still an open field. But good answer. Good answer. So team 1 is support element. Why? Because it's been engaged the longest. Are you always going to do this little form line? Sometimes you might skip that step. You might go straight to doing a bound. It's not always the same thing, and there's a million scenarios, and I'm trying to cover as many basic ones as I can. But like you said, team 2 is going to move up, then team 1, then team 2, then team 1, and however long it takes. Is there ever going to be any movement in combat without a support element or a fire element? Yes, no.
No.
Anybody? No. If you do it, you're doing it wrong. Like, I mean, if you got everyone moving and no one's covering, you're doing it wrong. Just restart, okay? So what we learned, is anyone confused about a bound before I go on? Y'all understand how it works, right? Y'all.
Yeah.
No one's confused from it at all. Okay, good. So one thing we need to go over is how to bound effectively. So I see y'all try to do bounds and fire and maneuver a lot, but sometimes we have these really weird things happen where it's this really odd idea where we split our forces and we think it's a good thing, and it's not. So Lost or Crackers, what was that thing you said earlier? Who was the guy?
Me? You the thing
Yeah.
when I said
Who was the guy that died?
that died?
Yeah, that died because.
Oh, General
Custer.
Custard, thank you. Why did he die, y'all?
Because he split his forces.
He split his forces, and the Indians went and cut his dig off.
Well, he got overrun.
goddamn claiming
Well,
mob.
he still split them though.
Because when
Anyway.
that's what I was prodding at earlier, isn't it? When you're, as long as you can see and cover each other, that's when you're not split.
Well, we'll get to that in a second. So splitting your forces is a death sentence. Whenever you split your forces, it's not good. So if when you realize that, fix it immediately. So let's talk about how to bound effectively, right? So things you could do: bound to cover. You got to make sure you don't go too far. You got to. But let's skip this step. We'll talk about when are your forces split?
When they can no longer effectively support each other or see each other.
Okay. Whenever they can't cover each other. If you can still be split if you can see each other, right? If you can't see them, you're definitely split. Does that make sense to anyone?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. What about what if you still see them, and what makes them split or not split, even if you have perfect visuals on them?
You can't communicate.
That's one of them.
It'd be too dangerous to try to move to a better position to support them.
That's another one. The main thing I'm
You
looking
can't
for.
shoot anyone attacking them.
Maybe. The main thing I'm looking for is that they're too far. You can't. They might be like a mile away from you. Just because you can see them doesn't mean that. Like, that's split as hell. That's incredibly split. Just because you can see them doesn't mean they're not split. So you can have perfect sight of your teammates, and they can be split. The main thing you want to look for is whether or not you can cover each other. So M16 effective range of 300 meters with iron sights. You don't want to push it that far, especially as a team. That's more of a squad range. Team less than 100 meters. All right. There's no real reason to split a team beyond yelling range. That's a general. I mean, split a squad up by team beyond yelling range. That's a general rule of thumb. You don't want to go much further than that. You can, but don't. It's best not to push it. Right. Squad thrives on having its teams together. Right. Not on top of each other, but together. I lost my train of thought. I'm sorry. I had a long day. So teams are really fragile, right? If you put a team out by itself and you lose one guy, and assuming a team is 4 people, you lost a quarter of your forces, right? The squad can absorb that a lot better, and they have a heavier base of fire, bigger base of fire, so you can extend those distances a little bit. So if you do a squad bound, one squad, another squad, you can go a lot farther than you can with one team and another team. Does that make sense? Yes?
Yes.
No? Okay.
Yeah, because you got more guns.
Yeah, exactly. And you can reach out further, and you have bigger base of fire, bigger fire superiority, all that crap. So the main things you're gonna look at when your forces are split is if you can't cover each other. That's the main one. The second one is if you can't move to each other, you're split. Like you could be 5 feet away from someone, but if there's a 20-foot concrete wall in between these, y'all are split. And the second thing is if you can't communicate with them. So we're bound by having voice chat, like no radios for most of this, and we're in Vietnam. So if you send a team to do something, and you get too far and you can't talk, you got to fix that. That's not good. Some more examples of when you split: large intermediate barriers in between each other, distance. I've said that if there's an enemy presence in between you and your team or squad or whatever, that's not good at all. Fix it immediately. So if we have this team right here and there's another team up here, that's not good at all. Don't do this. Okay? We see this?
Yeah.
All right. A lot of people think, oh, we're going to go wrap around them and get them from both angles. No, that's stupid. You want to do an L. That's not what this course is about. But don't let anyone come in between you. So once again, we'll talk more about bounds. You could predetermine locations. You could say bound to those rocks, or you could just really understand. Just make sure you do these small distances as teams. All right. Size of blah 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 blah. Squad. Okay. So like I said, this is not a tutorial on how to squad assault everything. Don't split the squad up to do these things. You want to keep them close. You want to maintain team integrity, but you also want to maintain squad integrity. And you don't want to split the squad at every given chance. Don't, as I said earlier, make sure don't split the teams beyond yelling distance. That's the general rule of thumb. Your teams are not squads. What are some of the pros of bounding by squad versus bounding by team? We went over them a little bit, but just rehash.
Spread out a little bit more because you have communication between the squad leaders. More guns online if you need more fire superiority.
Mm-hmm. Good. All good questions. What about teams? Why would you ever want to do a team bound over a squad bound?
Faster.
Okay, that's one. What else?
Moving fewer people.
Yes, teams are way easier to take or keep control of because it's only you and 3 other people. What else? What's the big problem we have with Vietnam?
Sightlines.
Trees. Shitty terrain. Teams are way more adaptable. It's way easier to get 3 guys to move than it is to get the whole platoon. All right, y'all, we're gonna move, and then the order's got to get passed down. Teams can be way more fast and way more rapid, right? Also, another one. If you're under fire, it's way easier to move by teams than by squads. It's a kind of economies of scale sort of thing, but with people and guns instead of money. The smaller the group is, blah blah blah. Teams are fragile. All right, real quick, because I'm taking too long to do this. Sorry about that. Assume we're gonna look a little south of this crap. Assume we get engaged by someone direct north of us again. We have 2 teams. Oh, my bad. Just pretend this is red. And we're just 2 teams, and they're like 2 platoons. What are you gonna do? Anybody? We do nothing. All right, good.
Can you repeat the question?
Okay. Let me make this more clear. I'm drawing south, a little further south, like kind of southeast of the base right here. I'm circling. We have 2 teams, and there's an enemy force directly in front of us. But we're only. Why does it keep selecting yellow? We're engaging an enemy size force that's about the size of 2 platoons, and we only have 2 teams in a squad, so like 8, 9, 10 people, right? What are we going to do? Nobody.
Pull back to cover.
Who said that?
bound backwards if you're facing it. I mean, depending on
Okay.
situation.
So what you're gonna do is you're gonna retreat. I know we don't like to do this, but sometimes it's stupid to go attack that, right? That's dumb. Why would you do that? Anyone think that's a good idea?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, great. I'm in the right group. All right, let's just assume real quickly that we're gonna retreat. What would be a good way to do this? Any ideas? Using what you've learned so far.
Squad bounding backwards.
Okay.
You'd
How?
reverse it. You'd have 2 as your anchor. 1 would
Okay.
fall back left while 2 supports.
So let me illustrate this. So team 2 is gonna shift which way?
Well, I was gonna say 2 is your
Left.
anchor.
Well, yeah, they're gonna. These guys already engaged, right?
Correct.
Team 2 is gonna shift left and then immediately become the base. And that'll give team 1 the ability to maneuver, while team 2 is the fire element. Does that kind of make sense?
Mm-hmm.
It's better than just all right, everyone turn around and run backwards. You know, it gives you more like effect. I get. I don't know the right
Cover
word for it.
fire, pretty much.
Yeah, it doesn't just completely leave you blindsided. You don't just turn your ass to them and just start running away and hope no one gets shot. You know, this way you at least put up a fight and you suppress them a little bit as much as you can. You make as much noise as you possibly can, and you move off to the side because if you just do it right here, you're just going to shoot your teammates. Does that make sense?
Yes.
All right. Now, real quickly, we're going to go back to this drawing right here. Back to this drawing right here. Where's the third team going to column?
Right.
In column.
Or rear.
In the rear.
Sorry.
Okay, good. Where's team 2 going a line?
Left.
Left.
Left. Good. I love y'all. Let's say you get engaged. This same scenario. It's like a squad size. Yours 3-team squad. And then this is the last point before we go walk around and get y'all moving and all that crap. I'm sorry it took so long. What does team 3 do? And bear in
Reserve.
mind, it is a reserve, a guard element, whatever you want to call it. What can it do?
Reinforce a wounded team.
Let me just run down the list because it'll go by quicker. All right. So first thing it could do is nothing, right? Sometimes the best thing this team can do is nothing, right? It can sit here and wait because if they're getting engaged by like I don't know 2 people, is it smart to unfold the entire squad over that?
No.
And there's a good distance in front of between team 3 and team 1, right? Good distance. It's not a huge distance, but when you start doing any sort of movement causes unorganization or disorganization. Any sort of movement. This whole thing it helps lose as little as possible, but it's a bit much. Sometimes the best thing these guys can do is nothing because they might be like a scout element or someone might be flanking them like this column or whatever enemy force could be way bigger. It could take up all this space over here and they could start this and this team could appropriately react to whatever. So that's the first thing it could do. Be reserve or rear guard. The second thing it can do is establish a line. So what would it do? Y'all know the answer to this?
Moves right.
Move right. Let's say this is a huge force. You know, the squad, put all the guns on the squad up forward. Thank you for coming, Fincher. I'm sorry this took so long. All right.
It's all right. I just gotta go take care of some stuff.
All right. The third thing it could do is cover for retreat. You know, these guys are all engaged, and the squad lead determines that this is really disadvantageous. Excuse me, wrong word. He'll shift to the right. Let me just draw these out. He'll shift to the right, and then he'll do the whole squad retreat thing, right? Just like over here. That makes sense?
Yes.
Wait, which one was that? That was A, B. The third thing he could do is, let's say squad 1, he was in the fight real early, and he's taking a lot of casualties. Team 2's in there, but fresh. But team 1 just took the initial brunt of it. Team 3 can go reinforce or relieve them. The fourth thing it can do, I think it's the fourth thing, I'm losing it, is it can go, and Team 2 is doing assault. It can go join up with Team 2 and ram it down the middle with them. Like it having fresh troops to do this sort of shit, it really helps out. Like this is you went from having 4 people assault something to 8. Y'all see the benefits of that?
Yeah.
And the last thing it can do is these guys could all maintain support, suppressing fire on this thing. And this third team can just go to the right, and then it can be the assault element. All right. That is the end of the oratory portion. Any questions about anything? I tried to make it as compact and and digestible as I could and as short as I could, but it's really hard to do. So any questions about any of that? No questions at all.
No.
All right, everyone stand up. How many people we got here? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13 people? Are all my Fincher was a team lead, right?
Yep.
Yeah, he left.
All right. I'll give you all the options. I never taught this part to a group this big. It's usually the 2 or 3 people at a time. So this I'm not sure how well this next part is going to go, but we can do this in 2 ways, and I'll let y'all decide which way y'all want to do it. We can either form one squad and just run through it like this, or we can have first and second squad try and do mimics of, like, you know, mock squads with just the team leads and shit, and then we can just have two squads and try and do this at the same time. Any preference?
I say we just do one squad since that's what we've been talking about all night.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. You know what I should do? I'm gonna do 2 team leads for each team, and then after a certain point, we'll just swap the team leads out. That sound good to y'all?
Oh God, let's bring back high school.
Yeah, I know.
Let's
All
do
right,
last.
everyone, form one squad on me. 2 teams, and get your gear, get everything you want, and then just come line up in front of me over here. Try and organize them as best as you can.
I gotta eat and drink first.
Elmwood.
Yeah, that's important.
I
Good
need more
note.
ammo.
Can you
drink,
just rock a
guys.
60 for tonight, since that's not in the arsenal? Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, how about we do this? We have squad 1 be one team, and then squad 2 be a second team. You want to just do that?
Yeah.
No.
Van, what's first squad doing?
So recon can be their own little team since there's 3 of them. Everybody else can form into one, then we'll probably pull a few guys. That way we get a good base.
Ellenwood, don't forget to eat and drink.
Bron, come over here.
Yeah, you know, that'd be smart. We should probably set this up for the thing later, too. I was only thinking about the course. All right, just line up by your teams.
I'm going to quickly resupply.
Everyone slap my ass, too.
Bron,
You
go
get
ahead
you
and go
guys
green.
blue. Kron, get green.
Kron?
I'm sorry, I saw Kron's name. It was floating over your head. Craig, get green, please. Does Jody come with us, or is AFK?
He's just kind of here.
All right. Let's just put, like, I don't know,
Claire,
Claire
you
and
come over
Bubba
here.
over there. Yeah. All right, 2 teams. Now, if we do it, for a moment, I'm gonna have Ellenwood and, I don't know, Bubba and Walter. Y'all split off to be a 3rd team when we go run over that. Okay. So just so everyone knows, shoot, team 1,
Okay.
right? Blues team 1, green team 2. Any questions?
Yogor, touch my ass.
All right. Shit.
Go green.
Let's see what I got before I go make y'all run out and do this. Calm squad. All right. Team 1, take point. Start walking down the road. Team 2, follow up behind team 1.
Bird to SL.
I'll be the squad lead for the night.
What the?
And then
f-
I'll
is
give it to
happening my
somebody
control?
else.
Jesus
again?
Christ, my
Oh,
control
when we go
is
by the
fucking
arsenal,
up.
go and grab a helmet.
Quick jog. Dead people. Cool. Shoot, at the fork in the road, or about 10 meters before the fork in the road, stop.
Okay.
Right about there.
What up?
Hold.
All right, Walter, you in blue team or what?
He's the medic.
Thought medic is
Okay, you're the
supposed to
medic.
be-
All right, so you hug me. Baird, step up a few feet. All right, see we're out in the. Can everyone hear me first of all?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
What about you in the back, Kilgore? You can hear me?
Yeah.
All right. So, see the distance between team 1, team 2? Is that good for an open area like this?
It could be more.
Yeah, it could be more.
It could be, but this is pretty decent. It's not bad. This is general. This is pretty good. All right, on me or on team 1, form squad line.
Green team shift left.
Blue team shift right.
No, y'all don't shift right. Y'all stay
Well,
put.
I meant right of
Online.
me.
Okay, yeah. Okay, my bad. I misheard you.
Green team online.
Medic, you stay with me.
Green team online.
All right, form column.
Green team fall back to the rear.
I can't tell where I'm going.
You're falling back to the rear.
Craig.
Yep.
Somebody else should be in front of you.
We'll go over. Don't worry
They
about
should
that.
be, but
Yeah. So generally, you want a rifleman in front of the team lead, but right now we can worry about that later. But right now, just worry about the blobs right now. All right. Was that hard?
Nope.
No.
That wasn't hard. All right. I absolutely forgot one thing, y'all, when I was doing the course. Okay. Y'all team just come a little closer. I forgot one thing. Just so
Clump up.
everyone clump up. Yeah. All right. So what happens if we're in engagement and then you can't go left? If the second team can't go left.
and obviously they're gonna go right.
All right. And what else are they going to do?
Alert the other team.
Communicate.
They're absolutely going to make it everyone's business to know that they're doing something out of the normal, right? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Go get back in your columns. I missed that part completely. Maybe I got to underline it next time. But spread out in those columns all nice and neat. All right. Form line. Squad line.
All right. Green team to the left.
Moving left.
All right. Form column.
All right.
Squad
Green team
column.
to the rear.
This is fun. All right, break the third team off real quick.
That's
Yeah.
yeah. Claire, stick with me. Yep.
Go red. Nerds.
And remember, you want to repeat these orders because my voice only goes so far. Squad line.
Blue shift.
That's fine. Green go left.
Red shifting right.
All right, good. Squad column.
Green to the middle.
All back.
Is this difficult?
No.
No.
This is relatively easy, right? It's no
Yeah.
like there's no thought involved in it. Just kind of monkey see, monkey do, right?
Yep.
Yes.
All right, bring back in the second team or two teams again.
Fuck out my way, Cron.
All right, we're all here. Walter, you with me again? Cool. You can do whatever color. All right. Team 1, proceed bearing 160.
Copy.
What
Green
the
team
fuck is happening?
Following behind blue, bearing 160.
Just stick with me. I don't care where you're at. All right, freeze. Don't move at all. No one move.
Hold.
Move. Freeze.
Hold.
Jungle, is this good spacing?
Yeah.
Everyone go on yell.
Is
Yeah.
good spacing for the jungle.
Yes.
Yes.
Who's in the front?
Shoe.
Chew, come back here.
Aye, Captain.
Who's in the back?
Who's rear?
Bubba? Okay. All my team leads and squad leads can hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is this good spacing?
Yeah.
Yes.
It could tighten up a little bit. You see how far this line is, Shoe?
Yeah.
All right.
We're also jogging. We normally
Yeah, I
wouldn't
know.
be
I'm
jogging
just,
through this.
Just,
Yeah.
Just
I got you.
generally,
I got you.
Just generally. So I have to run up and down to tell y'all what's happening. So remember, close to terrain, tighten it up. Bigger, wide open terrain, loosen it up. You would in this terrain, you want the teams to get smaller and the gap between the teams to get smaller, but you still want that really. You want to focus on that gap in between the teams a lot. All right. So Shoe, take your place up front again. Close
Captain.
the columns up a little bit.
Close up the column. Just a hair.
Close up the spacing.
All right, Walter, come up with me.
Blue team, get a little
Craig,
closer to
where's
us.
where Walter's at? Oh wait, never
Depending
mind.
where
They're,
Walter's at.
they're
There you
moving up
go.
more. Seats. Come up a little bit more, Craig. Tighter area. What's important about what we do when we're walking through the jungle? Are we loud or are we quiet?
Quiet.
Quiet.
quiet? Should I be yelling everywhere? Like I have to run up and down to tell everyone what's happening?
Nope.
Does getting closer help me not yell?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. You see another reason why you get closer?
Yep.
Correct.
All right. We've been getting engaged direct front. What do? I'm shot.
Your shot. Green team shift left.
Blue team shift off my right.
Left.
Get online. Get online.
All right. I'm alive again. It's a Christmas miracle. Would it be great for us to, like, assume the contact's dead? Would it be great for us to walk in this formation through the jungle?
Yes.
Yes.
For a hot minute, yeah, just for a minute till we
Well,
make sure that
like,
contact's
pretend
clear.
there's no contact anymore.
No,
Everyone's
we,
dead.
Oh.
We fall back to column.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Call 'em.
but would it be smart for us to walk like this in a line? No, it'd
No.
be big stupid, right? All right. Form line. I mean, form column. Excuse me. My bad.
Column.
Green to the rear.
Oh, Lord. All right. Proceed, same bearing.
Copy. 160.
Bearing 160.
Copy 160.
160.
All right, hold at the rocks.
I got
Hold
you.
up here.
Second team, close the column up.
That's on me. My guy's being shitty.
What?
That's
No,
on me.
I mean,
my
like,
guy's...
I mean, get real close, like stupid close. Like, we're talking for a second.
Close it
everyone
up,
get-
green team.
Everyone get
Close
up on
up.
these rocks, actually. I'm stuck. No formation. All right. We're getting engaged from those rocks. Let's see. Is that the point? Y'all saw my point? We're getting engaged over there. Would it be smart to do a squad bound or a team bound here?
Squad bound.
Squad bound. Squad. We all agree squad bound?
Yep.
Yep.
All right. Let's just pretend that, we're going to do team bound. Just because it's not smart, but, we don't have a second squad.
Copy.
So what would not a lot of cover here, but let's get down on the ground again. Team 1 in front, team 2 column behind team 1.
Copy.
Like I said, this whole terrain I'm working with right here, I wanted bigger and more open and kind of more forgiving shit, but it's either proceed out in the open, team 1.
Okay.
It's kind of difficult for the teaching conditions aren't as great as I wanted. Kind of go straight toward that that crater in front of you, and go past that little reed of grass bullshit. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Stop.
Hold.
All right. Let's say real quick, you get engaged direct east. What are y'all gonna do? I'm
Turn and engage.
Turn and
Yeah.
engage.
Yeah, turn and engage.
Do
We're
you
online.
need to shift or anything?
Nope.
No, we're already
Nope.
online.
Perfect. Perfect. Y'all are smart. Everyone, we've just been engaged. We're forming the line again, going same direction, 160.
You mean a
We've
column?
just been engaged from about bearing 200. What's gonna happen? I'm dead.
All right, bearing 200. Green
like
team
how y'all-
shift left.
Okay, wait. Where you shift
At
left?
200.
Bearing 200.
I mean, okay, yeah, we can just. hold
Yeah,
it.
turn and engage.
Yeah, turn and engage.
Okay.
My bad.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna move it over a little bit more. Let's say we're getting engaged from bearing 190. How about that? Or wait, actually, scratch that. We're going
175.
We're getting engaged from yeah, let's do 175. Let's go with that one. What's gonna happen? And say it before you do it.
I personally, green team, hold right.
Hold right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Would you shift right or anything?
No, we just hold our bearing.
Okay.
We can.
I'm trying to make a scenario where it's not advisable. You see what I'm trying to do here? That it's not smart for y'all to shift left instead of going all the way around team 1. Y'all see how that would be kind of dumb?
Mm-hmm.
All right, just assume that, there's terrain or some bullshit to the left, and you got to shift right, all right? Play that out for me. I'm dead. Same enemy.
Okay, we're getting engaged, so we're gonna
Yeah,
shift right.
so,
we're gonna.
Yeah.
Blue
do your
shift.
thing now. You're getting
Yeah.
engaged. Do your thing. And
All right,
No,
green team, we're
wrong way.
shifting Right.
You
Two,
shift
we're
off to my
shifting
right. Copy.
Like we had higher
right.
ground. If the first team would have laid down, we would have been able to fire over
don't
top.
just pretend this is flat. This is as flat as I can get it.
Yeah, blue team shift off to my right.
All right. See, Craig did good. He made sure to specify, like, look, we're shifting right. All y'all you should all be saying it. Like it's important. You all need to make sure that team 1 knows you're going to the right instead of the left like usual. Okay. Make sense?
Yes.
All right, we're gonna do a few more things, and I'll be done with y'all. I know it's taking a long time. Form column, same direction,
Column.
Green, reform
or
column.
actually just form line. Just go on the left side.
Okay. Green to the left, form line.
Copy. Moving left.
All right, all teams go bearing 160 in line.
Bearing 160
160.
in line, we're moving.
Moving 160.
That speed slow.
All right,
Guns
keep
up.
going. Fast jog, fast jog.
Okay, fast jog.
A little bit more, a little bit more. I'm trying to get this done with y'all. I know it's taking a long time. All right, team 1, halt on the hill. Or
Hold.
get on the crest of the hill, and then halt. Team 2, halt here.
Hold.
Hold
All right. Tell them to tighten up a little bit. They're good spacing, but tighten it up. I just saw I
Tighten
could
it
talk.
up. Bring it in. He wants to be able to so you guys can hear, so tighten it up a little bit.
All right, can y'all hear me on the end? All right, we've been engaged at that crater, and we're gonna do a team bound. What are y'all gonna do?
Crater.
In front of it. Can y'all not see the crater?
I cannot see the crater.
I do not see a crater.
Okay. Been engaged on green smoke,
Oh, that's awkward.
or yellow and green smoke. All right, walk me through what's gonna happen. You need to do a team. Okay, but without shooting and blowing my eardrums out.
Yeah.
You're gonna achieve fire superiority. Kron is absolutely correct. And you need to do a team bound to it. What are y'all gonna do?
All right,
Team
blue
1 stays here and covers.
All right.
Yep. And then green team's gonna move a little to our left, just a hair, so we're not getting shot over the
Yeah.
heads, then push forward.
All right, do it.
All right, green team, shift a little left and push forward.
Covering fire. Bang, bang.
Bang, 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 bang.
And see how you're
I've got a
watching 'em?
jam in my rifle, Sergeant.
Oh no! Pew 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 pew.
Scene moment.
They're not calling their hits.
Yeah.
Bert.
See the outside of range. They
Bert.
see how
Yeah,
far they went.
they
They're
also
little-
just like walked right to the enemy.
Yeah.
So.
But you see the distance here? Is this a good distance?
I mean, if he had a radio, I could communicate with him,
Well,
but
yeah,
I
but we
can't
don't-
hear him from here.
Yeah, this is for a squad though. Is this a good distance for a squad?
Like, this is one team, that's another team?
Yeah.
No.
No, not at all. Y'all see the problem here?
Mm-hmm.
All right, stay right here.
I can't see him shooting the smoke either.
All right, come back a little bit. All right. Where the other team is. Yeah, it looks a whole lot farther up there. Is this a great distance?
Yes.
Is it?
Yeah,
Yes.
we can hear them. We can hear them talking. We can hear
Yeah,
them.
we could hear you and shoot out.
Oh, we couldn't hear y'all.
Hey, all of you guys shoot your guns up in the air.
Can't really hear now.
Alright, one mag's enough.
Y'all shut up.
They can hear you.
I guess so.
But within
See,
comms
but
range.
it's not easy to hear. Like, if you're getting in a gunfight, would you be able to hear it that well?
No, but I mean,
No.
In a gunfight, we would have a better
Getting,
information on
getting a
what
Are
snake.
you okay there, Walter?
He's got a snake.
I hate the ground.
Kill someone.
Crater that y'all can't see.
It makes me angry.
to be fair, I mean, the extra 5 meters, I mean, that we have to fall back.
I think this would hurt a lot more.
I'd swing your fucking barrel, not the fucking
combat.
buttstock.
Okay. So what you need to note here is that let's tighten it up. Let's get everyone. Let's get everyone together so we all hear this.
You heard the man, tighten it up.
Stab him with my fucking muzzle. My muzzle's sharp enough.
Armand,
Yo,
I was just trying to point out to where it's like we could barely hear them if there was no
I
gunfire.
know, I was trying
So.
to make that point.
Yeah.
All right. So team 1, did you think they went too far?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Team 2, did y'all think y'all went too far?
No.
Okay. Let me hear both sides of the argument. Y'all talk it out. Let me hear what y'all think.
You guys were too far. Couldn't hear you.
So
There's
yeah,
no
we
need to
were
communicate
out
with
of
the enemy's
comms
bed.
range.
And if
Complete-
this was one squad with teams, we didn't have radio communication with you.
Completely fair, but the 5 meters that would have made us within comms range at that point would have been negligible
Okay.
in a combat situation.
So who said anything about 5 meters?
So in
We-
order for
we
us to
moved
get
Well,
back, in
that's more
comms
than
range.
5 meters. That's like 30.
No,
The-
but what I'm saying, for us to get back into comms range with the other team, it would have been about 5 meters of us falling back.
Not
Well-
not if we were in a gunfight.
The
'Cause
idea
it's like-
here is that you don't want to push it every time you can. You don't want to extend it as far out as you can. You know, you don't want to. It's like a rubber band. You don't want to test it every single time because these guys got to come to you or go past you, and they got to know when to do it. Right? I'm not saying y'all did a bad job. Y'all, I think y'all did good. But next time, a little smaller. These are teams bounding. These aren't squads bounding. Right? Make sense?
Sure.
Then anyone not like? Anyone disagree?
Oh, you're never gonna bound in open fields.
No, well, yeah, obviously, but just pretend, you know, like. Like I said, the terrain here, I'm trying to work with what I got. This was originally all grass like that shit, and you couldn't see 5 feet in front of you. If you want, what we're gonna do next, is we're gonna bound in the jungle. Would y'all like to try that next? And then that's about it. Like I got that, and then one more thing, and then we're done here, and you can shoot me in the head. Sound good?
That works. Let's
All
do it.
right. Team 1, 240. Team 2 behind Team 1.
240.
240, boys. Falling
Okay.
behind team 1.
What is happening to my fucking game?
Make sure we stay tight right into the jungle.
Good call.
Close up your spacing some.
This is completely wrong. It's like a M60 up front, but
I know. Don't worry about that too much.
Also, if we were walking through a jungle, you wouldn't have an M60 on the
Alright.
front.
Stop.
And she wouldn't be up front
Hold
either.
up. All right,
Hold.
we've just been engaged. Direct front. What's gonna happen?
Green team, shift left.
Blue team,
Don't
grab
mind.
some cover.
Shifting left.
Contact front.
And then y'all are gonna
Keep it
suppress
close,
and
we're
all
in the
that
jungle.
bullshit. Y'all know.
Bang, bang,
Y'all know.
boom, boom.
Bang,
bang,
bang.
bang,
All right,
bang,
here.
bang.
I didn't see this
bang.
big hill in front of us. Everyone move forward like 15 feet or 15
50.
yards or whatever.
Keep moving up just a hair.
Bang, 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 bang.
All right.
Just meter.
Oh, this sucks. All right. I hate this terrain. All right, just assume we got to do a team bound to, I don't know, the enemy is at that road and we have to do a team bound. Thank you for the marker. Great marker. What's going to happen?
All right. Blue team's going to set fire, you know. So
Yeah.
green team can maneuver.
All right.
So,
so-
blue team.
We're
Before
already
we
shooting.
Before
Bang,
we move,
bang, bang,
assuming that I'm dead, what would be a good thing for the squad leader, team leads to do before you move?
Maybe set our points of where we're bounding to.
That's an excellent thing to do, right? Everyone get that?
Yep.
I'm dead. It's up to y'all to figure it out. If you don't set a point, you have to understand that you don't go the max range so that you're out of talking range. What would be a good point to stop? Just
All right, green
looking
team
at
would
it.
bound up to that tree right there,
Got
the
it.
little crest.
Yeah, that's a good distance. What do y'all think, Blue? That's a fair distance?
Yeah.
What about all my guys over here? Y'all think that's a good distance?
Yep.
All right, let's play it out. Go.
Green
Bang,
team,
bang.
bound up to that tree.
Bang,
Let's
bang.
go on me.
Bang,
You're
bang,
going
bang,
tree.
bang,
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 jungle.
pew,
bang, bear,
bang.
yard is
Yes,
three
sorry,
meters.
my bad.
Bang,
Bang,
bang, bang, bang, bang.
All right.
Bear,
Boom.
yard is 3 meters. Bang, bang,
The same
bang,
flow.
bang, 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 bang.
Boom,
They're
boom,
set.
bang.
All right, what are y'all gonna do?
Blue team, we're moving. Green team, we're moving.
Green team, blue
Oh,
team's
God, they're a bit
moving.
ambitious.
Bang, bang, bang,
Bang, bang, bang, bang, bang, bang, bang, bang, bang. Blank, 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 blank,
going.
blank,
And then
blank.
just you
Grab
guys
some
wanna
cover.
yell, hey, we're passing y'all up, right?
Blank.
Blah, blah, blah.
Green
Y'all
team,
got it.
we're set.
Right.
Reloading.
All right.
Bang, 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 bang.
Push up to the edge of the
Bang.
tree line.
Bang, bang, bang.
Blank,
Bang,
blank,
bang.
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 Bang,
Blue team,
bang.
we're
Bang,
moving.
boom, boom.
Bang, bang. Bang, bang.
Bang, bang.
Reloading.
Team,
Whoever's
hold here.
right
Bang.
over me, just got shot in the back.
Blue team,
Alright.
we're set. Move
That
up.
was that much.
Copy, we're moving.
All right, y'all, everyone clump together.
All right, clump it up.
Everyone get together. No formation, none of that bullshit.
Oh, there's a giant bush in my way.
Yeah, my bad.
You gotta trim that one down.
All right. I'm done with y'all. I'm done. Oh, I know this took longer than I thought it would. I'm sorry. Did anyone learn anything?
Yes.
Yes.
2 people? 3 people?
Yes.
We all did.
Yeah.
Y'all
I think
did?
so.
Did y'all learn a little? Learn a lot?
A little.
A lot.
Did anyone write anything
A
down?
moderate.
Yes.
Yes.
Unfortunately.
No.
All right. So, I'm sorry it took so long. I'm sorry these field drills aren't as easy to like. Just the terrain. It's weird terrain. I wanted kind of more flat, little less dense jungle and all that. I'm trying to work with what I got. So thank you all for coming. I know this was kind of long and boring at times. Thank you, command staff, for letting me do this. This is honestly the longest course I have, so it's the good news. Thank you all for coming. I want to thank Pan or Mac. He's not here, but he allowed me to be the test dummy for this, so I didn't sound completely stupid or more stupid than I did today. Does anyone have any questions about anything we discussed today? No. All right. Yo.
What?
You don't have a question?
The only bounding backwards when there's an enemy that's too large.
Do y'all want to go over that?
There's no enemy that's too large for 1-9, baby.
I mean,
figured that was gonna
it's
be
the
the reason.
exact same as bounding
It's
forward.
pretty much the exact same. I have written down to do it, but this is going on.
Okay.
He's
then.
starved.
Somebody forgot to eat and drink.
Okay, Owenwood, you have no room to talk.
I've witnessed.
I
It
ate
must-
and drank.
It must be a being in charge thing. I don't know. Oh,
Always make sure your troops eat first.
anyway, I'm done. Ellenwood, they're all yours. I don't want them back. I hope this wasn't that bad for y'all.
I enjoyed it.
I'm gonna
Thank
stick
you,
a nail in your
Armand.
Kidney now.
Thank you very much,
Thank
sir.
you, Armand.
Thank you, Armand.
I know it's a little bit later. I do have a small little op set up. If you guys want to do it, we can run through it. If not, it's no big deal. It wouldn't hurt my feelings any, because I have a fucking headache.
I'm running on like 3 hours of sleep after a 16-hour shift, and I gotta work in a couple hours, so that's a no for me, dog.
Yeah, same here. I gotta get ready to go to work.
Yeah, I got a call with text, man.
Alright,
Maybe later. Another day.
so those of you that were all here tonight, obviously most of you here are in some sort of leadership position. Most of you, not all of you. You guys know this now, or have an understanding of it. Your guys and your teams don't. This is a great opportunity to reach out to your teams, your squads as a whole, and start trying to do, some squad trainings here and there. Not every week or every other week or whatever, but at least do one or two once a month if you can. I'm leaving that on you guys to try to organize and try to teach the members of your teams this, rather than waiting until we're being shot at to teach it. That way, hopefully, everybody can get an understanding of it, and then they know what to do. On top of you guys knowing what to do, if that makes sense.
If I may, if you teach them stuff, you don't have to do this whole course. You just got to show them what to do. They don't need to know why or how or like how to they just need to know what happens, right? So
Yeah,
the whole
they
shift
just
left
need
thing.
to know where to move.
Recon, do we have an understanding of that? We got a shift left, guys.
I will single-handedly assault me position.
I know
There you
would
go.
be
That's
for
my
it.
boy.
All right.
Wouldn't recon people want shifting?
Recon will
everyone's
not be
dying by
long
themselves
here.
in the jungle.
Yeah, we'll be the
Shift
ones
your
walking
brain,
over
right?
Recon's
We're gonna
bodies.
be dead like 3 clicks away from you at least, Walter. Just in the middle of the jungle.
That you guys will be dead. I will be perfectly fine.
That's the spirit.
Nobody's gonna
We
die.
dead,
I'm the
everybody.
medic.
Stay connected.
All
Got
right.
a point there.
Well, then I appreciate you guys coming here. I enjoyed it. I learned something. You guys say you did, so good deal. Going to look at doing more of these in the future. I know I've said that last time, but life got busy. We'll definitely look at doing more of these in the future. Maybe once a month, just to put our heads together and go over some stuff. So that's all I got. Thank you, Armand. Thank you, everybody. Go ahead and please don't shoot each other. Leave quietly.
All right, boys. Good to have
Thank you,
y'all.
Armand.
All right,
Thank
thanks.
you,
I know
Armand.
that was long. I'm sorry. It took longer than I thought, or every time I recorded. So thank you all. I appreciate it.
No problem. I want to see what this buckshot does. Can I
My
test it
second
on you
squad guys here, I expect you to teach this shit.
quick? That is not
Thank
what I
you.
meant to do. I'm sorry.
Okay,
That
I'm
was
not even hurt.
quite literally a misclick.
Yo, I'm on.
Channel switched.